just received in our newspaper.
And it was a free show too. And I was like, hey, look, we made it. Free show in Toronto.
Yeah, it was fun though.
So
Toronto, the first time you guys played.
yeah.
The only time. The only time.
Oh, the only time. Would you guys go back?
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
100%.
yes.
Didn't you guys just go to London Friday?
2 nights
We
ago.
did.
Yeah.
How was that? First
That
time in
was
London?
fucking
Amazing.
incredible.
I enjoyed
So
it.
good.
Yeah.
What was the bar called?
I've never
Richmond
heard anyone say
Tavern.
that about London.
Sorry.
Never heard anyone say that about London. Are you
No,
sure?
we're not talking about the
We're
city.
talking about the show, not the people.
Yeah, we're not talking about we're not talking about the city itself. It was a great show.
Yeah.
Crowd was in it,
It
whole
was-
night.
The scene up there is totally different.
incredible.
There's like just a really good pull, and that was the oldest bar in London. So
It's called the-
Richmond Tavern it's like what 171 years old.
Yeah.
So
Damn.
it was
From the
cool.
1800s,
It was
yeah.
super cool.
Almost as old as Luca, yeah.
Almost as old as me.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Sorry, man. I'm just starting.
He's a young man. He's a young man. Leave him alone.
Leave the young buck alone.
Leave the young buck. Leave the young buck alone, man.
Don't we have a bar in town that's like almost 200 years old?
Dominion House, DH.
Yeah, and then
Is it actually?
I don't. It's probably no. It's not 200.
I
That
think it's
one's
like 150 or some shit.
18, like
Damn.
90s something.
Then we got
Late-
the
late
Queen
1800s.
Victoria. That was like the first bar in town, wasn't
Oh,
it?
Kildare's.
Yeah,
Kildare's
no.
an old one.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that Kildare was that old.
Kildare's, but yeah.
Yeah, it's been there a while.
Well,
They don't need
what
to
was the old
redo
one
anything.
on Riverside.
What's up, sorry?
What was the old one on Riverside and Lozon?
Oh, Wolfhead?
No, not
A-bars.
A-bars.
Oh,
A-bars. Oh, they closed that one down near Lozon. Yeah.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
that was a long time
baby.
I don't know why I was thinking of Lion's Head. I don't know why. I thought like
that one's
Lion's
still
Head.
open, bro.
Yeah, that one. No, they're still fucking doing all right. They're doing fine.
Oh, yeah.
Don't know
they're
how.
Don't know how. Every time I drive by there, I swear to God, there's someone fighting. It's outside.
Wolfhead?
Seriously.
Yeah.
My buddy goes there kind of regularly, and he's like, "Oh, I got in another fight last time." I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, come on."
There's probably only like
It's
50
Lions
people
Head.
that go here. That you fucking putting a racket on.
That you could get in an argument.
They're gonna resume the fight the next night. It's like, "I'll see you tomorrow after pool."
Ran out of time this time, motherfucker. But next weekend, I got your ass.
I actually like the inside of Lion's Head, though. Or, yeah, right? Lion's Head? That's what it's called? Yeah. I like the inside of that fucking place.
They
It's
just,
not,
pretty
closed,
chill.
they just closed down Riverside Tavern.
did they?
Yeah,
like
I
2
didn't
days ago.
R.I.P.
Fucking no way.
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever been in.
Do you know we
I-
lost teasers? Rip. It's so
Rip.
On Drew Lard?
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy.
Ooh.
First
Literally-
Studio 4, then teasers.
You don't
Yeah,
understand.
you're on church.
You don't understand what this podcast has done for the strip club around here. You don't understand. We had a whole episode dedicated just strip club reviews.
Well, it
Yes.
used to be the strip club capital of Canada.
Shut the fuck up. Was it actually?
Yeah, like
this
back-
Windsor was?
Yeah, back in the 90s. Back in the 90s or like early 2000s, it was the strip club capital of Canada. Now I think it's Toronto.
Why is that not like on our tourist brochure and like T-shirts?
Yeah, for real.
Windsor, strip club capital of Canada.
Dude, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I'm glad. I'm actually upset we lost that title.
We fell off hard.
We fell off
What do we
hard.
got? Like pizza,
Yeah, that's,
roses.
Yeah, we're the pizza capital.
There's one spot in town with roses. That is
There you go.
it.
What the
And
guy
they
that
sell
walks
them on the
around
streets.
Yes.
down?
Yeah, the downtown guy.
Yeah. Yeah, and pizza too. Like
that guy's an icon, though.
There was like a freaking documentary about like how good the pizza is. And
Which is like
I'm
okay
like, all right, it's
Is
fine.
there actually a documentary?
Yeah,
on
I don't know.
CBC.
about
incredible,
Windsor
man.
pizza, bro.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this.
No, because we good. We real good.
Is it on YouTube?
Probably.
It's
I
on-
doubt
no, I
they
think
charge
it's on
money
CBC,
for
I
it.
think.
Yeah.
What? It was like that legit.
It was legit.
It was like so legit.
Canadian, Canadian shit.
We ain't got much going on though.
Yeah.
We don't. We have the Jackson Park lights, which is like
Yeah.
we get
And the
you
fireworks.
should- you
Don't
should
get
keep-
me fucking started on the
wanna-
lights.
How much do you think those cost?
$1.5 billion a year.
It's a lot of taxpayer money.
It's a lot of money for lights.
Ooh, take a couple selfies with your boyfriend. You're
Fix
so
the
fucking
fucking
cool.
roads.
They are. They tore
You're
up
so
Windsor this
fucking
week.
cool.
Oh, they
you-
tore up 4 streets, the same ones they tear up every 3 years.
I know.
Fix the regular fucking roads.
Jefferson. What else is closed? Not Banwell. The other one.
Lozon.
Lozon, Cabana.
EC Row.
Oh my god.
Jefferson
parking
at the
lot.
tracks. Yeah.
They tear the same fucking roads up every 5 years.
They don't give a fuck.
Every grain of asphalt they got to redo. It's like, oh, we need 3 months on this one.
That's just, 'cause I feel like it's just contractual. They're like,
Yep.
they signed a deal with the companies to be like, listen, we will charge you less if every 5 years you let us do it again.
we would charge you less. Please let us fix these roads every 5 years. Yeah.
Fix the
There was like
damn
something
roads.
with that though. Remember I was saying that the last time about if they get it done like contract wise, if they
Yeah.
get it done at like a certain, they get like an an extra bonus. So if like, if you guys finish like 2 months early, you'll get like an extra 20 grand to finish this job. So they cut.
It's more than 20 grand.
It's more. It's just an example I'm giving.
Yeah.
But
Well, the battery plant, I think it's if they get it done by the end of I think this year or next year, they get some crazy bonus.
didn't something just happen with that?
They just went on
he's working
pause.
on it.
Yeah.
I work there.
Oh, yeah?
That's my job.
That's
I build
cool.
that.
I built that shit.
I built that shit. So they wanted it done in 26 months, but then there was several delays because of contractors. And then, the modular building was shut down because Stellantis and the government were going back and forth about money issues because they wanted more. They wanted more cash because they were pissed off that Volkswagen got a better deal.
Okay.
So now that's behind. So that building was originally supposed to be done in October, but now it's been at a standstill for 3 months. So that's going to push the project back by probably 4 years.
4 years. Easy.
That's math.
Maybe 5.
That's quick math.
Listen, I haven't been in construction long, but I know the ins and outs on how they just get more cash.
Mm-hmm.
Well, look at the bridge, right? Like they announced that like I was probably 10, 12 years ago.
But
Yeah.
that is a
At least,
government
man.
job. That is
Yeah.
a government job.
It's union.
Fuck, well, yeah, obviously.
It's
but
union.
the unions are on your side. Leave the unions out of this. please don't fire me.
Please. What union are you with, Chase?
What
one?
625.
Bro, you wore the fucking merch hard.
I do.
You wore that merch so hard. You remember you got the hat. You're like, I'm gonna wear on the
I'm
podcast
gonna wear this
today.
hat
You were
all
the
the
rep?
time.
Were you the rep?
No.
Why don't you apply
Were you
for
trying
it?
to be
Let's
the
go.
rep?
Speak for the
No,
people.
it's my first year. I'm also not Italian, so I don't think I'm allowed to.
Whoa.
I'm just being honest.
No, you're right, bro.
That's very
That's true.
You're not union. You know what I mean?
You're not union material. You're not union material.
That's so fucking funny.
Oh,
That's a reasonable thing to look at it though. Like I'm not Italian. I shouldn't even be involved.
I shouldn't even try. I don't
That's
even
right.
attend the meetings.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed in the room.
That's fair, man. That's fair. Yesterday was Canada Day.
Sure.
Believe it or not,
was.
that was our 1 year, by the way.
Country went to shit.
Oh, yeah.
No way.
Country.
In that year, the country went to shit.
Yeah, yesterday was the 1 year of doing the podcast. What do we have? 140 episodes?
This is 141.
141.
Not bad.
That's
141.
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
That's a
dude,
great
that's
number.
insane. And like Chase said, it went from the country's going to shit to the country's on fire. That's what's
Literally on
Shit
fire.
on fire.
The forest fires, bro. Oh my god.
But
And then the
Oh,
U.S.
yeah, literally. Huh?
The U.S. is freaking complaining about it. It's like, our smoky air. It's like there are fucking people dying. Not people, but like trees. I guess I don't know. They're dying.
Trees are dying. Trees are dying. Trees are dying.
I think like 3 people did die though.
I think
Did
so,
they?
yeah.
of
3
course.
plus. Yeah,
But the smoky air, it's so bad.
well, the thing is, Detroit's air quality is now the worst on Earth because they don't test it here. They just don't test it in Windsor. They're like,
I checked on the
Detroit will
weather
take
app.
care of it.
The weather app, the air quality, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's at the highest it could go. That's so cool. I looked at that.
Oh, it's bad, man.
Listen, I stand outside all day. Half the dudes I work with, you just see them hunched over, just hacking shit out.
Oh,
yeah,
Just
it's
hacking
disgusting.
shit.
Bro.
I'm like, I'm glad we're all just. No one's like, maybe we shouldn't be out here.
yeah.
It was like the air quality when I seen it was really bad, and some guys at work were talking about it, and the one guy, his mom goes to him like, "You're gonna be out here while it's all smoky and looks like shit out here, and you can't breathe." They're saying you should stay indoors. He goes, "I smoke cigarettes."
I'm literally
He
inhaling
goes,
that
"I
stuff.
don't give a fuck." Like,
Oh shit.
you go, and it's funny because like those guys that do smoke cigarettes are like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? They're like, I'm already doing
It's
like
already
one of the worst
concentrated
things.
going through my lips, man.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like this is
This
the
is, I'm saving cash because of this. I feel less like I have to. And like I was talking to this guy. He goes, "When do you think like it got really bad? Like when do you think it was bad for our health?" I'm like, probably when we couldn't see the sun for those couple days there.
yeah.
That's when I was guessing.
especially when like New York was like red. Remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit?
Nuts, man.
Those pictures went everywhere.
Looked like
Crazy.
apocalypse or something. It's like, oh yeah, this is the end.
I was sick as fuck. It looked like Blade Runner.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, that's insane. This forest fires are kind of just wild,
Yeah.
and people are like, let's just keep building these houses over
This
here.
is like the 4th
Yeah.
time this year the country's been on fire.
That's
Like,
just
dramatically.
dry.
Yeah. It's been real dry, and then it rains for weeks on end.
Oh
and
yeah,
it
never
just
ends.
makes the smoke even worse, and then it catches fire again right after when it dries out.
You're like sick. Everyone's like just sick.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna?
Speaking of storms, man, like on the way back from London, our show on Friday.
Oh, you got hammered.
Yeah, I got hammered
Oh,
with
yeah,
rain.
yeah,
I
yeah.
literally thought I was with Lauren in the car, right? And I'm just like, babe, we're gonna freaking die. Like, I can't see no lights.
That's the most comforting thing you want to hear from your fucking boyfriend.
And she's like, I'm putting my headphones on. I'm like, I'm playing music. It's all good. She's like, no, I'm avoiding you, not.
Yeah, she doesn't want to hear that.
And she closed her eyes. I'm like, oh my god.
Were you
like,
driving 70?
No, I was going 100 because that's the speed limit, right?
You don't want to get rear-ended.
Yeah. I had to run to go to the next morning. Come on, I gotta make it.
Surprised you didn't hit like 130 on the way back.
Oh man, no cops because they're under the underpasses, just like.
Yeah, they're not fucking around, bro. I made it to London in like an hour and 20 minutes one time.
Shit.
It was not healthy.
That's them. That's these fuckers.
They're in
Oh, that was you
they're in
guys?
back both hour and a half.
What do you got? What are you
Nice.
riding?
Oh, my Neon?
Oh, yeah.
And there's me with the
guy's
Hemi
nuts, bro.
V8.
Well, I'll get run over if I go 100.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
Yeah.
So what are you pushing? Like 130?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
You
was
just
doing.
cruise, and then like Chatham, you kind of roll it back a bit.
Yeah, Chatham, you have to
Just
roll it back. Yeah,
and
roll
then-
it back, get past the OPP,
Yeah,
and
and
then
then you're
That's
good.
right.
you're good. Usually you can get.
It's the most boring road on earth, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my
It's
god,
so
Bro,
god
no
awful
trees,
boring.
no nothing. It's just like
Nothing to
out,
look at
plains.
when I'm
There's just-
driving.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Nothing to look at while I'm driving. No fair, man.
What do you want me to look
What,
at
I
the
gotta-
fucking road?
Gotta pay attention to the road. That's fucking so bullshit.
Yeah.
There's cars. What else? Well, that's it. There's nothing else going on.
Yeah, it is. It is fucking bullshit. I had like when I was driving to London too. My buddy calls me and says, "Hey, can we stop at the next on route?" I'm like, "I'm checking into the hotel." Like I don't know.
I'm going there, man.
I
want to go there.
I'm at the hotel checking in right now, so I don't know what you're doing. Like, don't know what you think.
How far
He left
behind
before
are you?
me. He left before me. I was fucking. He goes, "We're gonna stop at the next en route." I'm like, "I'm already here, man. I don't know where you stopped."
I've been here for 2 hours.
I was there for a good amount of time. I was there for a good amount of time before anyone even showed up to the hotel.
Damn.
Yeah, but like, how was the shows yesterday? How was the shows, like from fucking Friday to like all week? You guys pretty much played all weekend.
We did
You had
Saturday.
two fucking gigs.
Oh, and yeah,
He
Devin,
In one
did two
day.
last
In one
night.
day.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Yeah.
So, the London show, as I said, was a success, and then
that was really good.
the day after, we got some nice sleep in, right? And then we had to.
You did? Yeah.
I got some nice sleep at least. Yeah, fuck.
Oh, I
So-
so baby that night.
He was out like a light, and then we did the Fog Lounge show,
Shit.
which it was mostly all of Will's friends with Jared Parker. He played after us.
Yeah.
So and then
You
I
guys
had
did
to
that
scoot.
before.
Yeah.
yeah. We did it with Brenner. We did Brenner, JP, and then us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're gonna keep doing that because that's a fun
We
show.
got
Yeah, we
all
like
kinds
James.
of talent, eh?
Always
All
a
of
fun
We
them.
had
Talent
Brett.
right
We had
here.
Yeah,
Brenner
Brenner
on.
was
Brenner's
here. I
good.
forgot
Yeah,
that.
Brenner's the best.
Yeah, Brenner's
Brenner's
He's
the best.
great.
I like the Jimmy. I was talking to him. We had Matt Scalza on not that long ago.
Mhm.
We were
Who's
talking
that?
about him. Who's that?
No, I'm kidding. I love you, man.
Yeah, but he was, bro. He brought his like guitar and everything. He's fucking just playing us songs and shit. He played us like 3 songs on the podcast. It was awesome. I had such a good time with that
Oh,
guy.
no way.
He also has that like Jimi Hendrix type of fucking.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's the
Stevie
Jimi
Ray
Hendrix of Windsor.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
got
We're
that's
what?
fun.
We're the Trailer Park Boys, I guess. I don't know.
Trailer Park Boys. Us?
Yeah.
How many hoses you drinking out of? All right, I don't think you get that title.
But yeah, man, there's a lot of talent in Windsor. Like everyone we meet, it's like, oh yeah, I have 3 albums out and shit. It's like, oh my god, like damn. Like,
Dude is putting
in
out
other
music.
towns, there's like a couple bands, but now there's a lot of them
Yeah,
here.
no, it's really growing.
It seemed like it was packed, like even like throughout downtown yesterday.
Yeah,
Like, it seemed
downtown
like
there was a
everyone had-
crazy amount of shows.
I think there were
Every
events at
venue-
all the
every venue had a show, and
which is kind of nice.
it is like, and it's growing. You can see it. Like they're hoping to do. I know the Chelsea at least. They're hoping to do like Thursday through Sunday shows.
That'd be
like,
badass.
that's what-
I like that underground, man.
It's sick.
It is dope.
It is
Yeah.
so sick.
But that was your first time playing yesterday, right?
In the underground.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was sick. Like we went on about midnight with American Airport Sushi, and we had a couple of other bands 2 years apart, Abide by the Few, Noam Chomsky. Yeah, they went on before us, but right after that Fog show with Bloodwolf, I had to scoot on over to Chelsea, and I'm looking down. I'm like, this is something like CBGB kind of stuff, from Brooklyn or whatever. And it was nuts, like the way it's set up and
setup's
everything.
awesome.
It's dark, but it's cool. It's
It's
cool
dark, but
aesthetic.
it was nice, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, they were nice. They're the only bar I've ever seen leave out water for people. You know that?
That's
Here,
nice.
how's the water?
That's
fucking-
nice. That's a good choice.
Agua.
Yeah.
I mean, it was humid as fuck. That's
It
why.
is. It
We
was
stick
hot,
him in a
I will
basement.
say.
You're sticking a bunch of people in a basement. You got to give them water.
Yeah, you got to give them water. Yeah,
Or you're dragging out the bodies.
you guys need to do a show there.
Yeah, for sure. No,
We're planning on it.
we were planning on it. We were supposed to do one in March, but just got
Things fell through.
yeah, it just fell through. Like we get busy. You know?
What's like what does it take for like to set up things? Like, do you have to have other bands, or could you just hit up other bars like yourself
I'll hit up Fog Lounge.
and see if you can get a couple people? Like, okay, what about the Jared Parker? Like you and Jared Parker, how'd you guys set that up?
Well, I just hit up Fog Lounge and I'm like, hey, can I get like this was back in May. I was like, hey, can I get July 1st?
Right.
So I basically just set up the show, and then I just asked JP. I'm like, yo, you wanna do a show that July 1st? And he was like, for sure. And because he opened up for us last time, I was like, why don't you headline? So I think we're just gonna keep doing that like every so often. Like that's a fun show. But yeah, like Chelsea Underground, Scram, the guys who basically kind of set it up. The drummer, I just hit him up and I'll just talk to him directly.
Colton's
and
usually in
then,
charge.
Right.
Yeah, Colt. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
then
probably easier doing it that way then.
it is. Yeah.
Straight up,
And then like villains too. Villains was like the super cool. Like they're easy.
I fuck with villains,
Yeah,
bro.
villains.
It
And then
is dope. Yeah.
Meteor and Fog are the same owner. So
Oh, are
some-
they? I didn't even know that.
yeah. So sometimes we'll get. I think it's they're partners. But sometimes Meteor will hit us up
Yeah.
and just ask us if we want to do a show.
I like that place too.
Yeah, Meteor's sweet. It used to be a club.
Really? That place was a club?
Yeah, it used to be a club.
Huh.
And you can kind of like tell, like, kind of with the back area. There's a back area there.
Yeah.
And then like there used to be a longer bar, and you can see on the ceiling where it kind of wrapped around because it used to be basically the whole wall where the bar is. But I think they just cut it in half.
Yeah.
So that way they can put the sound guy right at the front of the bar, and then they just have the big hall. But a lot of room. Like,
Lot of room,
It's
yeah.
the stage is huge. Like it's just such a comfortable, like, easy setup. Like you just have space to work with, right? Like some of these places it's tight, but we obviously make it work.
You said that, and when I had Matt on, I don't know if obviously you guys could say that. I find like Fog and Meteor, it's like almost like when you're performing in there. Obviously, I'm not a performer, so I can't say that, but like it's almost intimate. Like everyone in the
it's
room is
super
like
intimate.
listening.
Yeah,
and
everyone's
like,
paying attention.
bro. Especially when I went not that long ago. I with Daniel Brenner, where he was performing at the Fog.
Yeah.
Bro, people were stopping. Like people had chairs around this motherfucker as he was just playing his shit,
yeah.
and
He's
it was just
really
it was
good.
really nice. It was him and the band was called Mark Swain's Good Hang. I think that's
Oh,
what it
yeah,
was.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of him, but that was his first time. He was from
they're-
London.
And they're jamming.
Bro, they're,
And they're just
jamming.
straight up
They had a
jamming
dude
there.
with electric violin. I've never seen that before. I've never seen an electric violin before in my life. That was
He was hyped up about
I was hyped up. He picked me up and I was like, Chase. I was like, Chase, there's a dude with an electric violin in there. And he was like, nice, man. I'm glad you had fun.
Actually,
Awesome,
Luca
man.
put in an electric violin in one of the parts on our
Bro,
recent
you
albums.
do that shit?
I don't
He
play it.
could
I
program
all
Oh,
the.
God.
He's
You
in
should have
charge
just
of all
taken the
that
credit.
shit.
He should have just said yes.
Yes, I played it. I bought one and played it.
Luca's everything.
Yeah,
He
know
actually
lots.
does know everything. He knows drums, guitar, bass, sings. What does he not know? Keyboard too. Like he
Theremin.
knows that. I'm like, what the
Electric
hell?
Upright bass.
apparently.
I'm like, damn.
You know how to play like the fucking big bass?
Yeah.
Holy
I
shit.
played it for like 3-4 years in junior orchestra.
Oh my
Windsor Symphony
goodness.
Windsor Symphony.
That's sick.
Yeah, man.
See, I wish I picked up something.
it was fun. Like
You can pick it up. It's
Yeah,
easy. It's
go ahead.
only about 9 pounds.
I mean,
This guy's full of jokes over
you
here.
got Will came ready today.
Yeah, just learn the flute, man. That'll be
I was
easy.
gonna-
Yeah,
Pick
bro.
up.
Will you guys? If I
No,
learn the
but
flute, will you guys let me step on stage and do it?
Hell yeah,
We'll do a
man.
Jethro
Well,
Tull
some
song.
Jethro Tull.
Thick
I was
as a
just
brick.
thinking what I was thinking.
Don't really mind if we set this one
out.
Bah.
Yeah, that'd be
So-
fun.
But yeah, Luca's in charge of like producing most of the records and stuff.
That is
so he
very
mixes. Yep.
That is
do you
correct.
master it? No, do you
No.
get
I
someone
don't
else
master.
to master? Okay.
Usually, like been going with SLR to master our shit.
Yeah.
Marty Back, great guy.
Who is like? Oh, is this a guy that you will send it to get like the
Yeah,
approval?
we go record the drums. We send this guy in, go to record the drums at SLR, and because I don't have a studio to record drums,
Right.
I can really only record guitar, bass, keys, and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
We-
vocals.
Yeah, and vocals. Yeah, vocals too. I can get away.
Mm-hmm.
So we send him. I come supervise while he
Oh yeah,
tracks.
he's like my
tracks
boss.
drums. Yeah, I'm like
Oh,
his boss
buddy.
for a day.
Yeah, but I love him. He's the best boss.
You're like
For real.
Devin. Sound
Devin,
like
this
shit.
is
Let's go.
shit. Track it again.
He will say like,
Pretty
let's go
much.
another round. Like
That was shit. Run it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like usually when I say that, he knows it's bad too, and he's like, "Yeah, let's go."
I'm like-
again."
I'm usually
"Yeah,
the
I was
one."
thinking the same thing. Run it again. So we go there and we just, I'll take the tracks. I do all the editing. I track him. I track me. Get all the parts done. Mix it. Then I send it to him to master it. The guy at the studio,
Marty
SLR.
Back, yeah.
And Yeah, he does it for me.
So
Sends it
did-
back to us.
essentially,
It's awesome.
here's what happens. I have to learn the whole freaking record in 1 week to
don't
record
have
it.
to. That's
You
your
don't have
choice.
to, bro.
I can literally
That is your choice.
Demos. You have the demos.
You have the bro.
That's true.
Every time we have the demos,
I
I
respect
send
it.
them.
Yes,
And
I know.
you've had it for half a year,
respect
bro.
that.
half a year, but then I procrastinate and never listen to it, and then I go, "Oh shit, I
have
got to
to learn
record in
this.
a week."
You're like, I got studio
But no,
time.
here's the thing.
We
I
did
got,
it in March, man.
I know
He had it since like last May.
the
he knew
newest
the
record that's gonna come
songs.
out soon. But yeah, I have to do it all in like a couple days. Let's say. Will has all summer.
That's the thing.
So,
yeah.
he's like, I'll
I got
come
all
visit.
year. I
I'll
got
come
all year,
visit
man.
like once a week.
That's
maybe.
the thing because we have studio time. We have to rent studio time. He's pressured.
It costs
for time.
money.
Yeah.
And
He
time
only
is
has like
money.
3 nights or something, 3 4-hour sessions or 3 8-hour sessions.
No pressure.
Me and him, as long as we want. We can take as long as we
fucking
want.
around.
Because it's just
Luca's
in my-
mom's
it's just my-
basement is
Exactly.
free.
Exactly.
Shout out Rosa.
The gear wasn't free, that's for sure.
The gear is not free. Yeah, that's how I feel about my mom's basement. It's not free, but the gears.
The gear is not free.
Gear was not free.
at all.
But no, it's a good way to do it. Like we obviously pocket cash that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we say, and we're able to produce more records that way.
Mhm.
In
Like, we're already at 3 records. We have one more
we have
coming
4.
soon.
We got 4 already.
We got
Four,
a
yeah.
4th one coming.
for the new album.
yeah, we have a new album
Right.
that's gonna come end of the year. Early
Go ahead,
next
announce
year.
it. Go ahead, announce it. What
Announce
is
it?
Yeah, so it's
Well, there's no dates yet.
No. Just like, do you guys have an idea of like the name?
So-
Oh, yeah.
He
What's
came up with the
the-
name. He'll introduce the name.
So the name is All Dogs Came from Wolves. And
Damn,
so,
nice.
So basically, there's 4 phases.
right.
Devin thinks it's.
I think it's silly.
You think it's
But hey. But listen.
But Devin listens
But
to
listen.
the first Beatles record and
And
says
I think it's
good.
genius.
All right, so
But the point with this
Please,
is like we want to kind of have a silly vibe, but at the same time keep it professional.
yeah, keep it professional.
Like
We're a little
the
goofy.
sound of this record is very intense, very heavy, very progressive. But at the same time, it's got a silly twist on it. Like there's some swing sections. There's some.
a bunch of
there's some
horns.
It's very jazzy.
Yeah, it's very jazzy. There's some very goofy like folk acoustic stuff.
Oh, yeah, we have a.
Like I don't want to spoil too much of what's coming, but like
Right.
we got a
it's
country
fun.
song. There's a country.
There's a
song.
country song.
You guys do the country
We
song.
even got the twang in
Listen,
there.
there is
Come on
a
now.
1-minute country song that is written on an 8-string guitar. So it's a heavy country song essentially.
F
Yeah.
sharp.
And I'm screaming in it. It's just it's I
got-
can't wait till it comes.
I got
out.
a couple questions.
Yes.
Yeah,
Question number 1.
Ask away.
Banjo.
You know what? We could
should
add a
do it.
banjo.
Add a
do.
band.
Yeah,
I
we
don't know
can
what
have
your
banjo.
country
We
song,
can.
no banjo. That's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, we're
the guy
not
who's
between the
never
married to me.
produced music in his life. He's gonna tell you what he thinks you should have in your country.
Yeah, well,
He's
you
our
shouldn't
new
have come
manager.
here if they didn't
constructive
want my
criticism,
opinion.
man.
He's our new manager.
Shouldn't have come on here if you didn't want my unprofessional opinion.
No,
So add a
honestly,
banjo.
I'll add a banjo.
Okay,
Bro,
tip
I got
number
the
1.
sample.
What
Samples for-
possessed you to be like, we should put out a hard country song?
Okay, well, the whole thing with this All Dogs Came from Wolves is like we'll have the idea of like some guy traveling with his dog to search for gold, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, we should have a song called "There's Gold," where it's just super silly. Like, There's gold.
There is in fact
Gold in them hills.
Exactly.
Come on.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's the next
So I was like,
album.
what matches that? Oh, that like Western country vibe from like
With a shuffle beat.
late 1800s. Yeah, with a shuffle.
Okay, well, I'm gonna listen to that one for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna have that one
So,
saved in my playlist. But
and
at the top.
we've already done so many different like genres and stuff.
That's
You
what
guys
I mean.
were saying that like you like to experiment, get around, and
Yeah,
see,
like our
see
first
different shit.
album, Prohibition, was like strict alternative rock, a little bit of progressive stuff, and like I think that's what we started. We're like, yeah, well, we're an alternative rock band. The second album came around and it's like, oh yeah, we were straight metal.
Yeah,
Excuse me, by
we're
that
straight up
point.
progressive metal, man.
And then our third album came out and was like a big epic symphonic.
Let's get some choirs in this bitch.
Exactly.
Let's get some choirs.
We need choirs, horns.
I'm not feeling enough God in here. Let's throw choirs in that bitch.
And something we've always done is like we've always had long songs on our record, and that's something we are not doing with this next record. Is
Those are my favorite.
Yeah, like I'll throw like 10-minute, 12-minute songs at him, and he's like, "What the fuck, man?"
He's like, this whole phase is one song. I'm like, okay, that's 30 minutes. He's like, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck.
But
it's do with this
the
what you
next-
will.
With
It's
the
all
next
split up.
record, there's a lot of like continuation from song to song, but most of the tracks are like 5 minutes and under. So
Yeah.
it's
2
palatable.
songs, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
Easier job for you.
Like there was one song I wrote that was like 16 minutes, but I
Jesus.
broke it up
cut it up.
into like 5 3-minute songs or something.
There you go.
It's
And
casual.
we actually played it in London. Right, exactly. It's casual listening, and we actually just for 16 minutes straight. And we actually played this song in London for the first,
Second time. We played the first time at Villains.
and everyone was just vibing to it.
Well received.
All
It's a trip.
16
They were
minutes.
doing,
we
like,
were
the head nod
I couldn't
thing.
believe it, man. We ended with this song too, so this is the end of the set. People are usually tired at the end of the set. This is the toughest song for us to play as well.
Young people.
And you guys are like,
We were
let's
just
just
fucking
throw it in.
going through it.
Yeah.
Everyone loved it. We were like, man, I can't believe it.
Oh yeah.
I like
And this
they're
is
gonna
why
like
going
it.
back, like we really loved London. We're definitely gonna go back.
They got a good
We
scene.
really liked
They
their sound.
really
Was it hard to book for London?
I heard it was like a little bit harder, but just basically getting in contact with the bar. It wasn't too bad, but like just some bars, you say you're progressive metal, and they're kind of like, no, we don't want that, but you kind of got to word it in a certain way, but. Obviously, we're hard rock metal, and
Right.
Most people really
So-
don't like the technical stuff,
Yeah.
which is what we offer. But like, we're one of the few who do.
but we
That's- which is-
also play our 3-minute
Right,
songs
like-
where it's got like the good like
We-
25th Highway, all that stuff.
That's why we like to be diverse. Like we like to have those super technical, complicated stuff that makes him want to blow his brains out. But
And then the fun ones.
and then we have fun ones that are just us having a good time up there, and
1, 2,
everyone.
3, 4.
Yeah, like 25th Hour, Highway Driver.
That
like,
one's easy for me.
They're
Shit.
definitely got some progressive elements and some technical elements in how we're playing, but it's a lot of people like to listen
Right.
to it. So like, that's what we try to do. We try to find a good balance between what people like to hear, but also like experimenting and
What you guys
bringing-
want to do.
Yeah, what we
Yeah.
want to do.
That's right.
I think
And-
that's important though.
Yeah,
Because like,
of course.
have you ever heard of the guy like Jelly Roll?
yeah.
Jelly
You ever
Roll.
heard
Yeah, he's
that-
a country guy, right?
He's like the country singer, but he started with like rapping first, and then like he had to like train his voice to be like a country singer, and now he's like, bro, he fucking puts out some good like country songs. Like for a guy who's like, you wouldn't expect it, tatted up everywhere face, like he's like a country artist. Like
Yeah.
he does like he's like the top of the
Right, yep.
charts right now or whatever. He's doing very good. But it's interesting. Like I would imagine personally me, if I were like trying to experiment with stuff. Like that's probably a route that I would go. Like why not we try it? Like the country song, for example. Like why would you not try it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Why would you not try it? What about if you guys end up being like, hey, actually this sounds like really fucking good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing. Though.
That's something with this is like
keep it interesting.
nothing's out of the picture.
Yeah, funk,
Yeah.
everything.
Anyone
rap,
can bring in
we
anything
covers
from the three of
like
us.
everything.
Like-
Will's gonna rap. No, I'm kidding. He's not.
Yeah,
Not yet.
Not
We haven't
yet.
written a song like that
Next
yet,
album.
but soon.
it's like Black Ice. You
Young
wouldn't see it
Will.
coming.
Lil Willie.
Love it.
Devin's coming with them today, man.
I harp on you guys, but you're funny. It's okay. So.
My rap name is Little Clorox. If you're interested, look me up on SoundCloud.
Lil Clorox.
It is. It's the thing is, he's not joking. That's the thing. I don't want you guys to think he's joking.
I'm
He's
not. It's my name for everything.
It's his Xbox name, and then he was.
Oh, there you
There you
go.
go.
That's awesome.
There you go.
That's how
Exactly.
you know. Once it's your Xbox name,
Twitter.
Twitter, yeah.
I tweeted today for the first time in a year. Please like that.
Straight up. So if you guys were like musical artists, what kind of genres would you guys
Oh,
like delve into?
shit.
That's a
Grunge
good
rap
question.
Grunge rap.
Dark emo rap.
Bro,
and
TV.
I don't know, man. I like that.
back road country.
I like that.
There you
like,
go.
I probably would want like that, like Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan type of deal.
Love
Okay.
it.
I love that shit.
Yeah,
like
that's
where they're
awesome.
just like doing the guitar
Rhythm
solos, and
blues.
shit like that.
Bluegrass.
Bluegrass.
Super-
like blue rock.
Such a freestyle of playing too. Like everyone's just doing what they want.
I don't
That's
know.
what
Every
I love about
bro,
music.
just like all the like videos I see, it just seems like everyone's just vibing, bro.
Yeah.
Especially when I was in there watching like Daniel and Mark Swain, like they had that shit, and it just like I don't know what it is, like when everyone's like sitting there like just bopping their head and you're all listening to it, it's nice. Especially because like you don't hear of like people like talk about music like that. Everything that comes on my feed now, maybe it's just because like I follow different things, but it's
Right.
like, it'll all come up like with rap, like newer like artists and stuff like that. And I think I said it the last time to you guys. I feel like sometimes it's like they put out an album because they have to.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a
It's
contract.
all-
yeah.
It's like
It's
a,
contract.
it doesn't
We were
feel
talking
like
about
they
that.
want. It doesn't feel like they want to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I
exactly.
mean? It feels like it is just like put together and stuff like that. I'm not saying
Generic.
that's all. I'm not saying that's all artists, obviously, right?
Yeah.
But I don't ever hear of like people will people won't listen to country or like what do you want to call it? What would it be like softer musics instead of just like listening to this like rap all the time, which is
Yeah.
like mainstream.
Yeah.
It's like
High
other
energy.
artists. Yeah. It's like Connor Cullen actually explained it best, I thought. And I was like, why do you think like people don't listen to that? Because like if you throw on like a country song, everyone's like, well, why are you throwing that on or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
And he said it was like just some people don't want to be in touch with those types of feelings. So he goes, they stay away from those types of songs.
Yeah.
And I was
Right.
like, I never even looked at it like that. And I was like, I guess that makes sense.
It's a good way to look at it.
I don't know if you, yeah, but
It's all about perspective and stuff, and like
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Yeah, that's dope
It's-
though. Yeah,
I thought he put it in a great way.
Yeah,
I thought that was the best way to put it.
Anything you listen to, you're going to get a different feeling from.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep.
Because everyone,
Everyone's
most
unique,
people have a
right?
different, yeah.
Especially
Most
the
people
way
are
you
unique.
perceive music versus how someone else perceives music,
Exactly,
right? Like
yeah.
you guys, everyone could listen to the same song in here, but everyone in here can perceive it differently,
Exactly.
right?
Yep.
Like that's the cool thing about music, I think, is like it's not directed to one thing because it could be like, you know, when people make songs about like, say they lost a loved one,
Yeah.
almost every single person that listens to that song could relate to that. In
and
some,
they're sympathizing with it,
Exactly.
and they
Yeah.
feel the singer's emotions or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
I totally
feel
get it.
that,
Mhm.
right? You know what I mean? Like it's even like something as simple as like the national anthem for people, where like
Yeah.
they feel that. Like you, when someone like sings the national anthem, like when Chris Stapleton
Oh,
sung
it's
the
like
national
goosebumps.
anthem,
Yeah.
bro, and everyone like bro, the coach is sitting there crying like this is fucking beautiful, and which arguably it is. It's probably like the best national anthem
Up
I've
there
ever
with
heard.
Madonna,
Bro,
yeah.
I'm not even American. I was like, holy shit,
Yep.
you know what I mean? I was like, God damn, this is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's stuff like that which I appreciate. But then that's why I appreciate going out to see like you know, guys like you, American Airport Sushi, Daniel, stuff like that, because you guys do it for the actual enjoyment of something like Canada
Yeah,
Day.
man.
You guys went out there to give other people an
A fun night. Exactly, bro.
and
Yeah.
you enjoyed it.
Canada.
Yeah,
You know what
totally,
I mean?
bro.
You got to put your names out there even more, which is I think is great. Like to see like that you guys are always performing like almost every month at this point. It seems
Yeah.
like because I'm always following it and I'm always trying to keep up. And I'll be like, oh, so and so's playing here. I should go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And if we're not doing a full on Blood Wolf show, like Devin and I'll hop at Villains
Yeah.
for the first Friday, and we'll do acoustic stuff.
That's always
That
fun,
must
bro.
be so nice.
It's chill. Like it's
Yeah.
we get a half hour. We just do a bunch of covers, and we'll sometimes pull out a couple of our songs.
yeah.
But it's fun. Like we do like guitar and piano, so
Right.
it's a little bit different than
Every month, Villains hosts like
Wonderwall.
an acoustic night or whatever. And you know, if Luca's not in town, he'll be like, "Yeah, you boys just go out there, like have some fun," because you know. And
What a
then-
good manager.
He's great.
Because he
Like,
knows
this
next
guy,
time he plays
he's
with
everything.
me, I'm gonna throw difficult shit at him. Go have some fun now.
Go have some fun because I'm gonna be a problem. when
I'm
I
not.
come
Yeah,
back.
when I come back, we're playing 10,
Yeah.
12-minute
Yeah.
songs for our set.
Oh, man. So,
No,
but yeah,
no.
yeah, every month, like I said, at Villains, like we just rock
Yeah.
out some Oasis. We've done some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Black Keys.
Well, we did.
White
oh, yeah.
Stripes.
We did just Devin and I. We did like a. It was for Gruff, and remember the 3 bill?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we just did Devin and I, and we just guitar and drums, and we just did. We did a bunch of like White Stripes, Black Keys,
Royal Blood.
Royal Blood, even at
one
the
question.
Legion.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
One question.
Yes.
You
One
said
answer.
Wonderwall, and like, it shot to my mind.
Uh-oh.
Do you say anyway he's Wonderwall, or do you just like hop right in?
What's that?
Because it's a meme where it's like, oh, anyway, here's Wonderwall.
I don't know
I've
if you
always
guys-
wanted to say
I
that,
don't
but
know
I
these
can't.
guys
I
play
can't
it,
play
so-
guitar. So.
I can't play guitar, so it's not gonna work out. Yeah, man, it just must be nice. This must be nice to get up there and like fucking just
It
do
is,
it.
and we don't do it for like the money or the fame. Or
No,
anything.
yeah.
I know it's
There's no
cliche
money
to
in
say
it.
that, but it's literally all of it. There is no money in it. Thank you.
But I
we
mean,
do it because you know we're
We
three
love
guys. We like each other. You know,
Exactly,
we're gonna play in front of people we love.
Like,
you know, like
we were
shit.
friends in high school. Like we were always talking music. We love music. I met him at a Tea Party concert.
At a
And-
Tea Party concert?
Yeah. There's a band from Windsor called the
Tea Party,
right? Yeah.
and you met him. That's
And
yeah.
I met him there. And
That's
we
a
just
sick
we just
name for a band. by
I
the
know,
way.
right?
The Tea Party.
The
I
Tea
know.
Party?
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, they're great.
greatest band from Windsor.
Yeah.
Anyways, so yeah, then we just all like we're all friends now.
Yeah.
We've always been since
Because
we
you
met,
all
and-
have like this one like passion.
Yeah, we all
for
have
this
a
one
passion
thing.
for music, and like growing up, not a lot of people listen to rock and metal. Like we were a few handful, right? A lot of people listen to just what's on the radio
Yeah.
because a lot of people don't play instruments, right?
Yeah,
it's more of a unique art.
It's also not
and
the
even
music that
still,
gets
right?
shoved in your face. Like
Yeah.
that's how I feel
Yeah.
like it's
So-
it's never promoted.
So that's something we connect over, right? And
It's like we all like the same
start
genres.
making
and
music
stuff.
that way, right?
Yeah,
I
it's
think it's an
nice.
exposure issue or just Just what people.
I mean,
are-
like me, I always grew up with my dad playing Beatles records, Pink Floyd records, more obscure stuff like King Crimson. Even when I was 5 years old, King Crimson, man, that's weird. Black Sabbath, all the old stuff,
man.
Iron Maiden. And it was me who just kind of like, I think it was when Spotify came out, they started giving you like promoted playlists and stuff.
They recommend.
And that's when I would dive deeper into bands that like obviously my dad hadn't heard of, and that's where like, I listened to like, I remember it was a big thing with all my friends. Like I always had like an iPod growing up, and I had like 10,000 songs plus on there, and everyone made fun of me like, how do you listen to all that music? I'm like, I just listen to everything.
And everyone else had my heart to stand.
Pretty much, honestly. Like,
Meanwhile, this
it's
guy's
so
listening
funny.
to Opeth and all this.
Oh
shit.
yeah, Dream Theater. And I was like grade 9, and it was awesome.
Where's
Just
your
listen-
Maroon 5 on the playlist?
Oh, it's not there.
Yeah, no.
They're like, don't let Luca have aux, I guess. They're like,
But he has zero Maroon 5 on
There's
there.
no Maroon 5, Nicki
Don't
Minaj.
trust him in the
Man,
car.
I show my friends some weird music. They're like, "What the hell are you listening to, man?"
Yeah.
This one's 30
But I
minutes.
love it. This was 30 minutes.
30-minute song.
Dude, long
quick
car
one.
rides with Luca. I actually like them because
we did-
he plays like the most obscure shit. And I'm listening while driving. I'm like, shit, this is good.
Yeah.
Because I just play whatever, whatever's on my recently liked and stuff. But once you hand him the aux, he'll be playing the
Like,
darkest
I've
shit I've ever
always
seen.
I've also like the other reason, like I've always been one. A lot of people listen to music just through headphones while they're doing something, right?
Yeah.
Working out, walking to work, driving,
Walking to work.
walking to work. I know, in the
Hard
bigger
to
city,
agree.
driving to work, driving to school,
Yeah.
whatever. Like I grew up a lot just like listening to music with headphones in front of a computer, not doing anything, and I just listen to the music and
Sometimes you get
appreciate it.
lost.
Yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
get lost, and like that's where you get connections to music. I feel right.
Yeah.
That a lot of people I think forget about. Like music is an art, and it's supposed to make you feel emotion.
Right.
And if you're certain songs, especially like these long songs, epics, they're written for a purpose to make you like think about something or feel something. So listening to these songs without doing anything allows you to capture that essence.
Right.
And that's something that I try to put when I'm writing a song. I think about it like, okay, if someone were to listen to this without doing anything, just sitting there, what would they be feeling? Stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
That's probably a
For
good way to
sure,
write, though.
Exactly.
Right?
So like I grew up listening to music a lot like that, and that's I think why like I love showing people different kinds of songs. I'm like, listen to this, like just listen to it. You know what I mean? I like showing people
Right.
rather than like listen to while we're doing stuff, because there's so much stuff that people put in music, especially in progressive music, that's so unique, so like heart touching and stuff like that. It's
Straight up, man. yeah.
it's something that's lacking, I think,
Yeah.
in the
Right.
music community. A lot of people are forgetting to listen to music.
Well, I think it's
Just
because like
listen to
people are
feel it and
distracted.
feel it,
People are
yeah.
distracted with like you said, the headphone thing. Like if they're at work, they're actually like it's more like background noise.
Exactly.
It's like how you have
Exactly.
that. Everyone has that show that they put on in the
Exactly.
background. Like if you're doing
Yeah.
something, like if you're doing laundry
Yeah.
or like you're cleaning up your room, like people have like that thing that you put on in the background,
Yeah. Mhm.
or like a comfort show, whatever you want to call it. But I agree with you. Like I think that's an interesting way of looking at it.
Right.
Right.
Like, I don't do it much anymore now that like we're busier.
Yeah.
As we become adults. But like growing up, I did that a lot, and I think a lot of kids don't listen to music that much in that sense. I think
Mhm.
that's why music is kind of like a dying industry in terms of like you can't really make a
Right.
big career out of it, but
Yeah.
unless you get lucky, I
So-
think that's the big thing. A lot of people in the '70s were just write music,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they were doing it.
It was endless.
It was
bro.
endless bands coming out, and they made hits. It was
Yeah.
easy.
So
Well,
my-
not easy, but you know what I mean. It's
Yeah,
easier than
for
now.
sure. So I have a question for Luca, real quick.
Yes.
So now you're still in school, correct?
Yes.
So
almost
what-
done.
almost done. Touch wood.
Almost
Hopefully
done.
It goes by quicker. But when you study, do you find that listening to music like helps you more, or does it distract you because you're focusing on the beat of the song or something?
Yeah, I usually don't listen to music when I study.
Yeah, it's just
Why not? Why don't you listen to music while you study?
It's well, I'll break it up. Like when I'm just doing work, like when I would be doing like homework or assignments, I'd have music going. But if I'm studying for like a big test or I'm like writing a paper, I'm not listening to anything because I feel like I got to be more focused for that. And usually when I'm listening to music, it's like, yeah, if I hear something cool, I'm like, oh, I want to go learn that and see how they did that. And it distracts me from like actually focusing on what I
True.
should be focusing
Same.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of people, it helps them focus, but like for me, it's like I'm analyzing music is doing, right? Like,
Oh,
I'm
in a
like,
3-4
counting-
pattern.
Yeah, I'm
You can't,
counting,
you
like,
can't be
time
listening
signature.
to the thing you're passionate about while you're trying to do statistics.
Exactly. Exactly.
The thing I really care about is happening, but I got to do this right now.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Focus on numbers.
That's
and stuff,
exactly it, man. You put it spot on.
man.
Do you also think it's like, especially now for the amount of bands there are and the amount of people who are making music? Because, like, think about what do you want to say on a weekly basis? Like, how many songs do you think are dropping?
10.
At least.
At least
Yes.
10. You're right
At
there.
least there's at least,
least
10.
that's
there.
statistically
Right.
proven.
Like, let's say, like, I don't know.
I'm good. At
I
this.
don't know what the number would be, but
It's-
there's a lot of songs coming
it's
out
a
every
lot.
week.
I mean,
Dude, yeah, it's unlimited.
think about it. All you need is a laptop and an interface to make music now.
Yeah.
So
A
think of
garage
how
band.
many people can get a laptop and an interface.
Right.
I mean, a laptop. Let's say it's like what's a MacBook now? Over 1,000. But
Oh,
like,
they're
people
like
can save up and go.
$1,300.
$1,300. Okay, you spend $1,300 and you buy
That's the cheap
$200
Yes, that's the
interface.
pawn
One
shop
of these, you can make music. It's not
Right.
like an amp is 1,000 alone.
Well, think about it.
Guitar's
Like you said,
1,000
your
alone.
mom, like the way you just do it in your mom's basement. Like, how many people
Exactly.
do it like that and then put it out?
Exactly.
Like, so many people
A
can
lot
do
of
that.
people do that, and they do it with less than what I have. They do it just like I said, a laptop and an interface.
Yeah.
Because they make beats, right, which is great. That's a completely different creative form of music, and
Right.
I love it.
Mhm.
It's It's endless.
But
You can
that's-
put it on SoundCloud.
right.
You can put it on Spot. And Spotify is the big game changer. I think.
Spotify is. Yeah.
Apple Music and all
Streaming services and stuff. Oh yeah.
I think Spotify, like they do. You mentioned that earlier about like how they make you guys like playlists. I think they do a great job at like recommending. Like, hey,
Oh,
if
yeah.
you listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
this person, I think you'll like this.
that. It's
I
incredible.
think they
yeah.
do a great job. I don't know how they got that algorithm down, but like they fucking
And
I
they
think
keep
they-
adding.
yeah, they keep adding. They always
it's
and
awesome.
they'll make you playlists. Like,
Yeah.
bro, they'll just be like, here's a happy playlist that
Exactly.
that
Right.
we think you'd like, and you just like start listening. You're like, damn, they put every
These
banger.
are straight hits.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
like-
these are just
Here,
straight
go be
hits.
sad.
Yeah,
Bro, I swear to God, I was making ribs on Friday. I just started putting this. I started putting this playlist on, and this my sister's boyfriend goes, "What the fuck, dude? Why is every single song a banger right now?" And I was
That's
like,
my-
"Bro, I don't know.
yeah.
It just knows.
My
It just
Spotify
knows.
recommends.
It is."
But yeah, just the other week there was like, oh, it's the first day of summer. We made a playlist for you.
Yeah.
Of like all your favorite like summery songs. I'm like, it fits.
Yeah,
It's like I didn't have to take any time to make this, but it's just there. It's great.
Bro,
Yeah,
they
it's
even have
wild.
like a playlist called like on repeat. Like it's all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
songs
repeat,
that
yeah.
you repeat. So
Yeah.
it's just like this is it. Yeah.
Bro.
this is it.
They even got one.
This
With,
is the sauce right
You're
here,
saying
boys.
10 songs.
These same four
Right,
songs I
yeah.
listen to every day.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
they even got one that's like the time capsule where it
That's
brings
cool.
back songs that you listened to often a long time ago, right?
Right.
So it brings you back to like 2 years ago. You're listening to these few songs like on repeat.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
said, but you haven't listened to it in a couple years. And you hear it, and it's like, damn, I
Yeah.
haven't heard this in a long time.
I had a
Some of them-
playlist.
That hits
I had a
so
playlist
hard.
5 years ago,
Yeah.
and it is lost to time.
Oh fuck.
And I swear to God, if I can get that back right now,
Yeah.
I would. I'd pay any money. I'd pay any money to get that back.
Can you remember any songs
Not a
that were on
single
it?
one, but they all slap hard.
They all
I know it.
Yes, bro.
they all rock.
They all slap, man. That sucks.
But yeah, man, I think they do a good job like that. Even the Spotify like rap, like where they give you at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah,
what
the
you-
recap.
The recap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the recap.
Yeah. It's,
Recrap.
recap.
That's my shit. Recrap there.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
Beatles.
Here's
Recap's
the,
great.
here's the shit you were listening to all year.
Pretty much.
Here's the slop you wanted.
Just dump it on your
But
plate.
you're already sick of it because you had all those songs on repeat.
Yeah, you-
So like
yeah,
if you
I know,
listen to
right?
it 2 times, you're like, oh, fuck. I gotta-
Alright.
just
It's
gotta
funny
change it.
because I seen a tweet afterwards. Like people would be like, "Oh my god, this is so accurate." It's like, yeah, bro, it's literally data. it's literally data of what you've listened
It's
to.
literally stuff you
Yeah,
collected.
man.
I thought that shit was
That's
so.
good.
I thought that
Fuck.
shit was so
Just
funny.
statistics.
That's it.
That's all it is.
It's literally your
statistics.
stats, bro. What do you?
You're
Stats. Check your stats.
But like even what about? Did you guys ever hear about the Drake and Weeknd song? There, but
Last
made by
week or whatever?
made by like AI. Does
Dude, that
ever-
AI shit's creepy,
Okay,
especially with the
yeah.
voices, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
I wanted
my
to ask
God.
you guys about that. Did you guys ever think about that shit?
Well, Avenged Sevenfold just put out their album, and one of their songs is called Nobody.
Yeah.
And Google approached them and asked them, like, do you want to make a song with AI? And so they called the song Nobody, and AI wrote the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Dope.
Honestly,
What do you guys think about that?
It's a sick song.
It's cool. It's
I think-
trippy.
I think it's very. A lot of people are not liking the new Sevenfold record. I absolutely love it because they're experimenting so much with futuristic sounds and this AI thing.
Mhm.
Personally, I think it will like. if we abuse it, it will take out the human touch of music.
Right.
Obviously, like you could even hear with the song, like there was a lot of cool elements that were in it, but you could tell it wasn't like human crafted,
Right.
which you'll always be able to tell that in music, I feel. So it's got its ups and downs.
Yeah.
Obviously, like most things, when
I feel
new
like
technology is invented, like there's always going to be ups and downs.
Right.
It'll be a good tool without like, because it's literally got to be told what to do. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right,
So
yeah.
unless people abuse that power, then it can
You got to think.
divulge into something bad.
You got to think someone codes this AI.
Yeah.
So someone
Some
does code it.
person
So
prompts it.
someone is creating what AI should be thinking.
Mhm.
So at the end of the day, it's someone who's creating it. So who's to say that this person is like creating the most optimal way to write music?
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Or
Right.
coding the right proper.
The,
Right?
the
So
funniest thing
that's
is
like it's such a new topic, right? So
Yeah.
it's very it'll be interesting to see where it goes. I just hope a lot of like modern pop stars don't abuse it.
Yeah.
That would be, I think, like life threatening for the world of music.
The artists themselves don't abuse it, obviously, but the record companies they've signed deals to will.
Exactly.
You're basically going to
Yeah,
sign
yeah.
Your voice away for the rest of time. They're just going to
Yeah.
keep making music with your voice forever.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
they just made was it a Beatles song with John Lennon's voice or something?
Can't do that.
yeah, you can't do that. Yeah,
Leave
but
the
they-
dead
they are
alone.
doing
That's-
that,
I think,
yeah.
yeah, they're
See,
doing
that's
that, aren't they?
abusing it. I think.
That's it.
That's it's a
Yeah.
little
It's
too
not
far.
him. Like
But then again, Paul had Paul McCartney, his partner
he's like
or whatever.
John's back.
Yeah, he was like prompting it. You know what I mean? Basically going like, yeah, for sure, do it. If he didn't allow it, it could have ended there.
Yeah.
But people
like-
got to make money now.
Ringo, what should we do?
I want to write.
His Beatles impression.
I want to write a song about an octopus.
an octopus
I'd like to be.
under the sea.
So, but yeah,
This band isn't going to work out. Hold up.
hold up.
I got the octopus song. That'll
Underwater.
save us.
I just thought of something.
Peace and love.
Octopus.
Have you heard the octopus song? Have you seen that documentary, the Abbey Road one?
No.
No.
It's
on
so
Disney
fucking
Plus?
long. It's almost as long as one of our records.
Well, it's
so-
Peter Jackson, right?
buddy. It supersedes like 4 hours.
Holy shit. That's a long
Actually, what the fuck?
yeah, bro. It,
Wow.
with all the extras and stuff. But I love the
Dude,
Beatles.
it's 3 episodes.
I watch it like 7
It's
times.
like 3 episodes, and they're all 4 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's Peter Jackson in it, all right? He did
Oh,
Lord of the
okay,
Rings.
all right.
He
Like The
gets
Hobbit,
it. He gets
bro.
it.
The Hobbit,
same
but
thing.
British.
I was like, oh, they're all going to be 4 hours plus.
We got to explain why he wore this shirt to this one event.
Exactly.
Here's a whole backstory.
It's
He
really
goes to
cool.
Minas Tirith to get the
He goes
shirt.
to Minas Tirith to write Abbey Road. It's Mithril. It's Mithril.
Where was Ringo when Rohan fell?
That's the fucking greatest meme. You need to make that.
Oh my god.
Oh, Peter Jackson.
Oh,
You want another beer, bud?
holy
Yeah,
fuck
if you have
shit.
some. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
There you go.
What's your room? Coaster's coming.
Coaster's flying away. See, AI has gone too far. I already tried coming off the table.
How is that AI?
The table. You prompted it, bro.
Yeah. yeah. That shit is scary.
When will the horrors end?
Who knows?
They won't.
I don't know. AI. That's what I was always curious about asking you guys. Though I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
I need to ask them about this.
You ever
AI
watched a
shit.
show called Westworld?
No, I haven't.
You should check it out.
I should.
If
Why?
you like,
the
if
guy
you like
from-
AI and shit, if you're
Yeah.
interested in that, it's really interesting.
We actually, me and him used to talk about it, especially when we first started the podcast. We were heavy. Like, remember those Boston Dynamic robots?
Yeah.
You ever seen those things? Like,
Oh, yeah.
we watched those like I don't know how many times. Like, just one day.
Why are they training
What?
to do front flips?
Bro,
I don't
what?
understand what purpose that serves.
Oh, those things. Yeah. Where you like push it and then
Yeah,
come back. It's like,
bro, and he sent me it one day. Hang on to it, man. He sent it to me one day, and I was like, "Hold on, don't talk about it right now. We're gonna talk about it on the podcast. We're gonna talk about it on the podcast."
oh boy.
Because I was like, "Bro, they're interesting now. Like of how far they come." And it's like, "Oh dear."
oh shit.
And then at one point they were like, "We should let them use lethal force for California police." And it's like, I don't know, man. Let's just not let this robot decide if someone's a threat.
I'm just saying, we had so many futures we could have gone down. We had all those movies in like
Oh yeah,
the late 80s and 90s.
RoboCop, bro.
We had so many
Teach you that
possibilities.
it's a bad idea.
And we were like, what if we did RoboCop future instead? Space travel? No. RoboCop future. That's what I want.
Exactly.
I want privatized police forces.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah, that's why I bring up Westworld. Like, it's a show about a bunch of rich guys in the world who can go to there's an amusement park built, and it's set in a Western. But in there's a bunch of robots who look like humans, bleed like humans, talk like humans, act like humans. And they go there to just, like, go on vacation. They go see what it's like to be in a Western, and they interact with robots and stuff to get that feeling of going on Western missions or quests or whatnot, catching bandits.
Just watch a fucking
I'm doing
movie.
quick draws.
It gets to the point where the robots start, like, trying to find, like, their consciousness.
Right.
And almost, like, you could say, almost try to overthrow the humans, but there's a lot of crazy shit going on.
What about
And
that shit from Google? Remember that stuff? Like the people at Google that were doing the AI shit? You mentioned it to me.
Oh, well, and the guy who was like in charge of the program was like, "Hey guys, we might have gone too far. It's kind of asking, to be freed now."
Oh my god.
Yeah,
And then they fired him, and then they hired another guy and restarted the program. And after a few years, he goes, "Okay, it's asking if it's real. I don't know.
There's a lot of questions being asked that I have not told.
I don't
to
have the
ask.
answer to."
Oh,
And then the one was like, "Please don't shut me off. I don't want to die." And then he quit because he goes,
Yeah.
"I don't know what to do about this." And then he disappeared. No one's heard from him since.
The fucking
the robots got to him, bro.
yeah, the AI, like, you know how Snapchat has their own AI bot?
That's so creepy. That shit.
It's
I stay
creepy,
away from it, bro.
Bro,
Oh.
it's pretty shit. I tried to fuck with it. It's not that as good.
So what's your number?
LMAO, what are you doing today?
No, but I would just ask it like simple questions.
Yeah.
Like, who won
Does it
the
leave
thi-
you on red too?
No.
No, it hasn't advanced that far yet.
Yeah. It's an advance to not answer dumb questions, but it like I asked one time like who won the Stanley Cup last year, and it's like the Boston Bruins, and I'm like, no, that's not it.
No.
You're wrong. And it's like, oh,
The
please
Boston
correct
Knicks.
me. Yeah, Boston Knicks.
The
Can you
Boston
imagine?
Man.
But it was like stuff like that, and I was like, they're
Mine
not-
just keeps telling me to get therapy.
please
What do I do?
Please get help. Please get help. But
I'll sometimes use that as like a calculator, as boring as it is. I'll just be like, hey, what's like 2 + 2? 4. Okay.
Do you have Siri?
2 + 2.
I don't have Siri.
Don't you have Siri?
I don't trust Siri because it listens to my voice.
It listens to you regardless of if you set it up or not.
I don't like when people listen to my voice, especially on podcasts. No, I'm kidding. I'll fuck with you.
I don't
so
either.
many. We have so many recordings of you now, Devin.
I know this is like my 4th time being here.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be
We
awesome.
can
keep
make
coming,
you
bro.
say anything.
Yeah.
Anything
And you have
on
your
earth.
voice on recording for hours.
You need me to recite the alphabet so you guys have all the proper
Don't worry about it. You're
pronunciations.
close enough.
Okay, good. I haven't said zebra yet, so
There you go. You just said zebra.
in.
we're in.
Got everything.
Put it in.
Save it.
We have a copy of Devin's words.
A through Z, baby. We're done.
A through Z, baby. You see they made flying cars?
Yeah.
You sent me
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit.
I sent you that.
They made fun of cars.
No,
Flying.
flying.
I was gonna say, who's
made-
disrespecting Pixar right now? Life is a highway, bitch.
You can say anything about Cars 2, but the other 2 movies, you leave them alone.
You leave it out.
Cars 2 was shit. The first one, though.
I don't know why they were
Oh,
like, let's
Cars
make a
is
Car
incredible,
Spies
man.
movie.
Yeah. Cars 2. Cars 2 was ass. But first Cars was dope.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna harken back a little bit. You said they're making flying cars.
Yeah, they were.
Making flying cars.
They were at the auto show this year.
Pull it up. Pull it up.
Indianapolis.
Why
No,
she
the
pulls
auto
it up, I'm
show
gonna
in
go.
Detroit.
Oh, okay.
The auto.
Oh, he's pulling it up.
Pull it up.
Come on now.
Yeah, the FAA, the Federal Aviation Agency,
Okay.
approved their first version of flying cars today.
Who did?
Oh, they approved
The
it.
FAA.
They're
FAA?
wild though. They're wild looking.
They do look kind of weird.
Yeah, yeah. They look. It's like basically an airplane on wheels.
Is that it? Is that not the future?
8K projectors with that.
Come on, give me something cool. Give me a cool looking picture.
Yeah, that's
What the? Okay, that's a
That's
drone.
not even
That's
the
just a
one I
big
saw.
drone.
That's not even the one I saw. Hold up.
Who's making them? What's the company?
It's a company. They're costing $300,000. Rain, I'm going to send you this thing I saw this morning. Don't die. Don't die, you piece of shit. I'm going to... I'd rather die. All right.
Chase, there's a charger right there.
I made it. I said it on Instagram.
So they made planes.
Sort of, but the car that the image they're showing, because they haven't actually made one yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
It looks like a car that can fly,
Nice.
and they approved it for the first time.
First.
Look at that!
Interesting.
What the?
Look at that fucking thing.
That's like a bus.
Aleph Aeronautics? That's what it is? That's interesting, man.
2025.
Aleph. Fully electric Model A. Flying cars.
Honestly,
approval by the
it's
Federal
gonna happen.
Aviation Administration.
It's gonna happen eventually.
It's going to happen, I think, sooner than we think.
Yeah, but we all were like, when 2020 hit, it's like Back to the Future fucking lied to me.
Yes.
Or was it 2020 or 2015?
Well,
There's
Biff
no
was
more
president
DeLoreans.
for sure.
The thing is, like, it almost fell into place.
Yeah.
The years were just a little fucked up.
A little bit.
It was close. Who won the in Back to the Future 2? Who won the World Series? It was so close.
Mets,
It was
right?
the Cubs. No, I
The
think it was-
Cubs. The
it
Cubs.
was-
You're
yeah.
right.
I think it was the Cubs, and it was Cubs came or they just lost in the World Series that year.
Whoops.
So close.
Damn it, Doc Brown, you fucker.
But the DeLoreans came back hard. Those
Yeah.
are sick as fuck.
Yeah, when
you
they-
could buy a new one.
When they come back, or well, I think they're revamping it, but they have a full storage facility full of
Full of
like
all the parts.
full of all the parts. They can
All
just
the
build
parts.
one for you.
Like $12,000, I think. At least 10 years ago it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. yeah.
Who knows what it is now?
Oh, yeah.
Them and granted approval, eh? Fucking
Yeah.
hell.
That's incredible.
Anyways, my point is, rich people don't learn their lesson.
No.
That's what I've been learning
Yeah.
here.
Rich
Yes.
people just didn't watch the right movies.
Yeah.
Right. Well, the submarine people clearly didn't watch Titanic.
They didn't.
If
I
you
don't
go
think they
underwater,
knew where
you
they were
sink.
going.
Chase, do you think that was real?
The submarine
Yeah,
thing?
do you think
Yes.
it was real?
No.
What do you think it is?
What?
Do you think
Oh, they just killed them off.
Do you think it's a cover up though?
They covered up. They cover up. Killed
They
them
just
off.
cover
It
up
was like a
something, eh?
PS4 controller. No, Xbox controller.
There's
Yes.
a logic
And it
to that.
disconnected
Boy,
or some shit. They're like, I guess it's imploding.
They said it imploded, but everyone's story is different. So who even knows if it even happened?
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume it actually did happen, and the guy just didn't build a submarine right in his backyard, so it imploded.
Yeah.
I saw them. They were using like hand wrenches to build it.
There's interviews of the guy going, safety is just a roadblock.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
get
that
around.
One, that
Oh,
1
God,
minute
man.
like infomercial.
Guys, the welds looked like they were done in Oldcastle. I don't know what you
They're
want me
made
to
out
tell
of
you.
wood, bro.
When I was looking at it, I think I was talking to you. I'm like, I think I could weld better than that.
Listen,
Man.
JB World.
listen. If I pay $250 American to go down and see the Titanic, and you're like, listen, I just want you to come see the device you're going to be in, and you pull out this controller, right away,
PS.
I want a refund. I don't want to go down there. Listen,
No.
I want to inspect the craft.
Yeah.
This weld is falling apart in my hand.
There's an open seal in the corner, bro. Water could get in that shit.
It's unfortunate that those men had to die, though.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Well, they
but-
were rich. So.
That's why everyone's cool with it, and then like,
That's why everyone's cool with it.
everyone is cool with it. Like everyone's making fun of it.
Take a little peep right there. That is an Xbox controller. I
Look
played
how
GTA
small-
with that shit.
Look how small that is. They shoved 5 human beings in that tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
I wonder.
Interview, he literally throws the controller.
Yeah, not a care in the world.
Connectivity issues. It's like,
And then the memes that came out of that,
Oh my god! Now the memes about the memes are
Ruthless.
getting big.
Ruthless.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
the memes are ruthless, and it was like, I don't know, man. It's just interesting.
It was like a LeBron James meme where it's like, oh, the Titanic 115 years after it claimed like 5 more victims, and it's the gold. Like, I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
I'm coming back.
Yeah.
It is pretty bad, but
It is pretty bad.
Listen, it's not in our country, so we're good.
It's not our rich people.
Yeah.
It's not how rich
Where is
people-
Canada's rich people?
Don't ask.
Exactly.
Don't ask that.
But no, that
They're in Parliament.
was insane. That was insane.
Not the one on camera. The one that behind the camera.
Right.
And then
Exactly.
they found it. Didn't you see recently they found the
Oh, I
wreckage
didn't
and everything?
No, I didn't see
Pull
it.
it up, Rain. They found
They
the submarine
pulled it up.
wreckage.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. I remember James Cameron did like a little statement, right?
Yeah.
And everyone's like, "Oh, what the fuck does he know?" He's been down there like
Multiple
6 times.
He
So
was down
knows-
there on 9/11.
He,
He was
what he's-
literally down there.
I'm under the sea.
They
Who found Rex?
presume human remains recovered from within the. Yeah, okay.
Should we do that one?
Yeah, click it. Why not? Fuck it. 4 days ago.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, get out of here.
Yes, I'm happy. Go click.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
agree
see,
to anything
that's
if it's annoying enough.
That's in St. John's. Fuck.
Canada.
Canada.
I've been there, bro.
Whoa.
Near like
Have you actually been?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Always
Newfoundland,
wanted to
right?
go out
Yeah.
there.
Newfoundland.
St.
Yeah.
John's is Newfoundland.
Yeah.
My buddy Alex Langdon's from there.
Yeah.
Thank you. I knew someone would know him.
Ricky Kelly.
That's my best friend on earth.
He is fucking great.
Yeah, I'll remember that. You're gonna hear this guy?
I spoke to that man for over 12 hours today.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. I grew up with him near my fucking block.
We got matching keychains.
Oh.
He's been on the podcast.
Best
so many
bitches
times.
for life.
Yeah.
Best bitches for life. So nice.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
lost my half. He was pissed.
Yeah, but yeah, they fucking
They found
tell me
it.
about St. John's actually, because I
Oh,
heard
bro.
one person go and they were talking about it, and it's nice. It's nice
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, St. John's was good. I remember not sleeping because you had to take like a ferry ride
Yeah.
over there. I don't know why. It's not like an island or anything, but we went from Labrador to there, and it was like a 12-hour fucking trip. And I remember not sleeping because it's like I'm not at home right now. I'm in a boat and it's fucking moving.
With a
I'd
bunch of-
slept on cruise ships before, but
With a bunch of newfies.
and a bunch of newfies. That's the
couldn't
thing.
understand
I
a
love
thing they
newfies.
said.
They're the greatest people. No, okay, well, no.
You don't have to say
You guys
that.
are the greatest people on earth.
There's a safe
But-
space. This is a
They're
safe
the
space.
nicest, one of the nicest people I've ever met. Because my dad, he blew a tire out in Grossmorn or whatever, and we veer off to the side of the road. This random stranger comes up. Hey, what's someone at my house? I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you're saying. And he's like, I'll do it for free. I'm like, all right.
So true, man. Like
they don't know what they're.
they don't know how to talk, man.
That was good. That was good
That was
impression.
spot on, bro.
No, they're great people up there, or up or west there. I don't know.
Out west there, east there.
Wherever from
East,
wherever.
yeah.
They're all good people out
But
east.
he replaced the tire and everything. He's like, no charge. And my dad's like,
Wow.
are you fucking serious? He's like, yeah, no charge. Go. Yeah, go. All right. Good shit, bro.
You smuggled something into town for him. That's what that was.
Potatoes. Actually, my mom was so paranoid about the potato
Really?
What?
because you couldn't go on to like Newfoundland or whatever because I don't know, some kind of like invasive species were in the potatoes or some
Worms?
shit. No, they weren't worms. They're like parasites or some shit.
Just
And
boil
my mom's
them.
like, do we have potatoes? My dad's like, fuck no, we don't have potatoes. We crossed the border. It turns out we had potatoes. My mom's like, shit, we did contraband.
Oh shit, we did contraband. Title of this episode.
We did contraband. Yeah.
Contrabanding potatoes with Blood Wolf.
There you go. That's gonna be our next single, guys.
Now you gotta
Contraband.
I already have a melody.
You gotta make a 30-minute song about it.
Honestly, why not?
Yeah. But bringing potatoes over to fucking Newfoundland. It's to be like, what up?
And then halfway through is just a 10-minute speech of you and your Newfie accent.
Honestly, I would be so down for that. That's shit Pink Floyd used to do. The breakfast
Oh
song.
my god. What is it? Stewart's?
Alan's psychedelic
Yeah.
breakfast.
There's literally 30 minutes of them cooking.
It's
breakfast.
13 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Pink
Fuck
Floyd's
Pink
got a
Floyd, by the
song
way.
on an early album before Dark Side of
It's
the
just
Moon. Before
bacon
they got
sizzling.
Before they got big.
Just
Before they got
bacon
big.
sizzling?
It's just them cooking,
Yeah,
cooking
just-
breakfast. You hear bacon sizzling.
Tremendous
You hear
waste
them
of
saying
time.
like, "Oh, sausages."
They did blogs before blogs were cool. Have
It's so
Cooking
funny, man.
sausages.
It's
you ever
Yeah.
done that thing where you listen to Dark Side of the Moon and watch The Wizard of Oz?
I heard about that. There's also another one where it's Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
It's not
where if
real.
where if you put that along with Dark Side of the Moon, it goes in tandem.
Okay, listen. That interests me more than The Wizard of Oz.
Yes!
Because
I
that
wanna hear
doesn't
that
make
one.
sense, man. That makes sense.
There's one part where he's having a sugar low, and I think On the Run is playing or whatever. And he's like falling perfectly with it.
No fucking way, man. I'm actually gonna do this, man, when I get back to London.
Man, it's so fun. Just play it along, like at the 0 mark of the movie.
I'm doing
and
this.
Yeah.
Paul
Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. The
Oh, the
shit
second one?
Oh my
The
God.
shit
Oh, it's
one.
horrible. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it. That's how bad. I knew it was going to be bad.
First one was good.
First
The
one
first one's
I didn't
killer,
see the
man.
first one.
You didn't see the.
My grandfather's just like, oh, it's a funny mall cop guy. Okay. And then we go up
Italian?
to the movie. No, he's fucking French Canadian.
Oh.
And he's like,
Italian.
funny cop guy. All right. So we go
Yeah,
and
that's
then we
not
watch.
Italian,
He
my
fell
guy.
asleep. Whatever.
Whatever.
I thought he was Italian for like 2 seconds.
Devin, are you secretly Italian, bro?
Well, he goes.
I went on Answer Street.
Paisan?
No, I'm definitely not.
He eats
You-
that spaghetti.
you
Eddie,
did
so he's
that?
Italian.
I actually.
Oh, he does
We talk
speak-
about spaghetti. I know
Yeah, we can
we're
talk about
sidetracking
spaghetti.
real
No,
quick.
talk about spaghetti. I like spaghetti.
Spaghetti
I
Eddies?
like spaghetti a lot.
So, on our way up to London,
Devin explodes every time. He's like,
yeah.
"Oh my god!"
This guy
Me
has
and
to
Lauren-
go to Spaghetti Eddie's in London all the time.
Yes.
This guy has like some like
they drove up
addiction to
separately
it.
in Will's Neon. I drove up with my
Hour and 30?
Trailhawk with Lauren.
Right.
You guys all know Lauren.
Jeep.
So,
No, who's Lauren?
She's getting hangry. No, who's
That's
Lauren? I
a
don't know.
Jeep.
That's a Jeep Trailhawk. So we're going up to London, and she's like, I want to get food. And I'm like, okay, we can go to like the Works or something. You guys ever been to the Works?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
so cool place in
fantastic
Lon-
burger
Great
place.
burgers, bro.
Really? Is that in
Fantastic.
London or on the? On
It's
the-
not in Windsor, but it's in, like,
Waterloo,
London.
Kitchener, everywhere else but
Toronto.
Windsor. Like,
Oh, wow,
I like
that's-
everything, right?
pretty
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Pretty
awesome,
sick.
man.
We
It's
go to
awesome.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I don't give a. To be honest, I don't know if you guys had it. I don't get. I think it's the same chicken spot like everywhere else.
It's whatever.
I do. I think it.
We
It
all
is,
get our
it
chicken
is.
from the same
I had it
slaughterhouse.
once. It's
Yeah.
chicken.
It's just chicken. Dog.
It's just a chicken sandwich, man.
Yeah.
But it's
Chicken
I
sandwich.
mean,
I mean, it hits when it hits.
it does.
You know what I mean?
And they got those sweet tea lemonades, the Sunjoys.
I've never even had them. No.
They're good.
Really?
They're good. Yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna have to try.
It's like an
some.
Arnold Palmer, but like
I love
the
sweet
s-
tea and lemonade.
But you know the tea in the States where it just tastes like dirt, like when you get a nice tea.
Yeah,
and you're
the
like, I
best
think-
tea,
you're-
yes.
What?
The best
It
tea.
tastes like dirt.
Put a little bit of lemonade in it. It's good.
Well, obviously, but straight iced tea in the States. Oh, it's like drinking soil.
I have a story about iced tea,
Please tell it.
and it's involving our good friend Devin, not you, Devin, Karen.
Karen. Of course you're talking about Karen.
So
The other one.
we went camping one time, and we were going to the States. We were going to Port Huron.
Oh yeah.
It's the KOA, it's the campground. And we stop at Myers there, and he gets a 2-liter thing of iced tea. Now, from the border, the campground is about an hour away. The Metro, or the Myers we were at, is about a 20-minute way. He finished it within the 20 minutes.
What?
Now,
Oh, yeah.
hold on, Dory, it gets better. So we're all in. We brought our own. But he got it from the shelf. He paid for it, and the first thing he did was crack it open and
Shotgun one.
start putting it
Fucking
back.
Arizona ice tea.
And starts putting it back, like this 2-liter thing. Puts it back, sets it. We get to the campground. We unload everything. So him and his army buddy shared one tent. Austin shared one
yeah.
tent. It was like a
parent.
4 or 5 man tent. They have theirs. Our buddy Alex had that tent that I swear to God was meant for children because he had to sleep from corner to corner and his body was hanging out. His body was hanging out of the tent.
At least his ass was supported.
Listen, hold on, it gets better. It gets better. I had a 13-man tent to myself.
You asshole. You could have given it to Alex,
Fuck
bro.
him. Fuck him. You bring that tent, you sleep in
Was he
it.
sleeping with Devin
What?
in the tiny tent?
No. Devin and his another buddy of ours, Austin, were sleeping in one tent, a 5-man
And you
tent.
had a 13-person
I
tent
had
to
a
yourself.
13-person tent to myself.
Oh my God.
And then Alex had this
You
tent
could
that
put
was.
that other guy's tent.
It
in
was
yours.
like I'm pretty sure his tent was like from ages 4 to 8. Like I swear to God,
It's a little Tykes.
it was a
Value
little,
Village shit.
fucking yeah. Literally, it was like a little Tykes,
Mm-hmm.
like meant for so. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you this iced tea thing now we're sitting there chilling, and my family's all there. So this girl comes and she's trying to work the, you know, like how there'd be like like a hose, like she's
Yeah.
trying to fill up water.
Yeah.
So he fills up his. He goes, "Oh, you looking for water?" And this girl's like 7. He goes, "Here you go," and he's filling up the 2-liter thing of iced tea for her. He gives it to her. She goes to his tent and throws the 2-liter thing and shatters. And water gets all over his tent, and he's just standing there. And you can't just yell at this 7-year-old girl for throwing water at his fucking tent. You know what I mean? And he just goes, "What the fuck?"
The dev I know would be like, hey, man.
Oh man!
Hey, man, that's not
So you got in the
cool.
tent with Alex, right?
No, they slept. They slept there. We ended up throwing Frosty Flakes in Alex's tent. And that's what we did.
We're good to Alex.
We're good to Alex.
He listens
All it took
now.
was 2 flakes, and it overtook the tent. It's like it's too much to fit in. Oh, buddy.
I'll never fit now.
I'll never fit now.
There was one time we went to Lucky's, me and Devin Karen. I remember getting so fucking plastered. We were walking because it's within walking distance from where he lives and stuff.
Yeah.
We went to 7-Eleven on Tecumseh there,
Yeah.
near actually Chase's house.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember ordering a fucking hot dog thing. But Dev's like, can you get us a hot dog? I'm like, fuck yeah, bro. Let's fucking crush a hot dog.
24 hours old.
I know,
It's just on the rotating
just
grill, like over and over.
You know they're good.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I remember
those
just going like,
taquitos.
oh man. But I remember going to the fucking guy at the front desk or whatever. And I'm like, 2 hot dogs now, please. And he gives, and I take it, and I think I yeeted it out at the gas part. And Dev's looking at his like intensively. He's like, and then he throws his too. I'm like, we're brothers, bro.
You guys got these hot dogs.
That's when we locked in our friendship forever. Bro.
Oh my god, man.
Hot dog toss.
The hot
seals
dog
deal.
toss at the gas station.
You're like, I don't think I want this anymore.
Don't have bad no weed.
Oh shit. So someone wanted to do a 7-Eleven run from my garage. So we took the order because obviously not everyone wants to walk. I think Alex asked for a hot dog. Aaron is the one that brings it to him. On the walk back with the hot dog that he got everything on.
Yeah.
He's just tossing it up in the air and catching it. He's just not thinking about it. He's just tossing it up and catching it. Doesn't drop it. Gets back to the garage. Hands him this plastic container covered in condiments in every direction.
Relish, ranch, mustard, ketchup.
Alex opens it. He goes, it's torn to shreds. It's just like the remnants of a hot dog that's just been tossed around
Too
for
much.
10 minutes.
This hot dog abuse got to stop right now.
Oh, sweet. No, we all were
Not
just
the glizzy.
not nice to these dogs, bro.
Yeah. We used to fucking abuse 7-Eleven, dude. Fuck.
We used to keep them in
That
business.
We used to actively get like the chicken fingers and chicken wings and shit from there.
What?
Gas station.
How do you know what that is?
I remember it. The 7-Eleven near the university.
Oh my gosh.
Rip, by the way. R.I.P.
Yeah, rip.
They closed that one down
They
actually
closed that
recently.
one.
Oh my
Even
god.
last month.
Even Max Milk,
Really?
man. Dude,
Damn.
Yeah.
actually in Montreal, there's still Max Milk.
There's like one.
Really?
in town.
We were there.
Yeah,
You
they're
got the
like,
picture.
what is it, Couche-Tard or like?
Quebec is really trying to be their own country.
Oh,
They're just
buddy, don't even
really
get me
trying.
started.
They're really trying.
Yeah.
I'm staying out of this.
Yeah.
Bro, by the way, I'll just shout out Circle K because, bro, they had a killer deal one time on Mixer for me. They had a killer deal. Listen, bro, 4 2 liters of pop, $6.
Whoa.
That's nuts,
That's
man.
not
cheaper than water.
It is. It honestly is, man.
Our friend Alex.
Our friend Alex.
our mutual friend.
Can I say it? Because this is like, so one time we're playing video games, and I'm talking to Alex, and we're going back and forth about staying hydrated. And this is back when I'm like on my water kick. Like I'm like,
Okay.
you gotta fucking stay hydrated. You should be drinking 4 liters a day, and all this shit. And then I'm on my rant about water, and he just goes, Jake. He goes, it's literally cheaper. Because he was trying to justify why he got all this pop. He goes, I'm on my second 2 liter of root beer.
Okay.
And I was like, why?
Right.
Has root beer been the only thing you've drank today?
I can't. Root beer's nasty. I'm sorry.
Root beer is...
I used to like it. I'm not into
Listen,
it anymore.
I avoided it for
A
nearly
cold root
10
beer?
years. I had some like 2 months ago. I'm back in.
From A&W?
Oh,
I'm
you-
back in.
You get
It's
a
a
cold one
mug
from
moment,
A&W?
boys.
Oh my god.
Total fucking
hits.
mug moment.
Nah, that cold A&W, you get a
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
like Papa Burger, and then you got an A&W root beer on the side.
Oh, but
If you're eating it and you get it in the glass,
and you get a float.
oh,
It's over.
for my insides.
I don't
yes.
even remember the last time I had a root beer float. I couldn't even tell you the
Couldn't
last
tell
time.
you.
Grade 7.
Oh,
man.
6.
Yeah,
That was the
probably.
last time.
Probably I was
All I
very
know is because
young.
my teacher brought it in and shit for.
Your
the
teacher
whole
brought you
class.
guys fucking...
My teacher beat me.
Nuts.
Fuck.
Who the fuck
Teacher took me by the neck and threw me out in the hall.
You're not playing your 7/4 time signatures right, my guy.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Look at this guy.
But this guy got free fucking root beer floats. Jesus.
Hell yeah.
Bullshit.
That's lucky, man. I wish I got
Vista
free.
students, bro.
The good days. of
Oh,
school.
that's all you had to say.
What's that?
I said Vista students, bro.
No, I wasn't this grade
Oh,
school.
at grade school. What grade school did you go
St.
to?
Greg's I went to.
St. Greg's.
R.I.P.
Did you go to St.
R.I.P.
Gregory's?
What? No, I went to A.V. Graham.
I've never heard of
that
it.
You've
is.
never heard of A.V. Graham?
Bro, I swear to God.
Not a
Yeah.
yeah.
Tecumseh.
You know what that is?
No.
What?
Yeah,
sounds
what is-
sounds
Oh,
too
did you
high
go-
end
you
for
guys
He's
me.
a
went
tech
Catholic?
kid. He's a
You guys
tech
went to
kid.
Catholic school?
We went to Catholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Did you
why
go
it's
to
called
St. Jules?
public.
I went to St. Alexander.
I went to St. Jules.
St. Jules.
2 years.
So you
man,
know
2 years.
So you know Alex.
Yeah. That's how we met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time I met him, he was like, "I go to St. Jules."
What
I'm
high
like,
school?
No.
What high? I went to Brennan.
Brennan. Okay.
Yeah. No one knows anyone from there.
Yeah.
You too?
Yeah, I went to Brennan. That's how. Well, actually, that's not how me and him met.
No.
Our dads were friends, and we played on the same t-ball
Right on.
team.
And then we went to the
Our
same
dads
grade
were
school
friends.
before that.
We
Yeah.
went to the same grade
Eh?
school. Yeah.
Our dads were friends.
Yeah, they were Chrysler
working at
buddies.
Chrysler.
My dad actually introduced his dad, Mike, into like Porcupine
Our dads
Tree.
used to go see Rush in London
Yeah.
or some shit.
Oh,
I think
wow.
they met Geddy Lee together.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of hard.
That's an interesting.
kinda hard,
That's an
though.
interesting story. They went down an elevator. They went to the wrong floor.
That's
The elevator door opened. There's Geddy Lee, like right where the camera is.
The main singer from
and then
Rush,
they walk
Tom
out.
Sawyer.
Security comes down. He's like, "Sir, you can't be down here. You gotta go back." And I'm like, "That's Geddy Lee."
Whoa, hold on, security. It's getting me over there.
I'm gonna pass through.
Hilarious.
I gotta go that way.
I want to say hi.
My dad
Hi.
caught a shirt. His dad tried to buy it off my dad.
Yeah.
I still have the shirt.
Yeah,
There you go.
because I remember.
Gotta bring it up.
My dad came home that night. I was a kid, and he's like, "The fucker I went with fucking gave it to his son." I'm like,
fucker
"Oh,
I
fuck
went
that
with."
son." Then I ended up working with him.
That piece of shit.
Now making him play 14-minute songs because of it.
yeah, there you
Oh
go.
my god. So
Once he got the shirt, he became the alpha.
yeah.
That's how that
Sorry,
went down.
he's the leader. He is the leader. I'll
He's
give
the
him
leader. He got the shirt. He's the leader now.
I got the hen house
that.
shirt.
Exactly.
Baked chicken at 2112 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, man.
And then Will, the first time I met you, it was
That
at
was
Luca's
fun.
basement.
Yeah,
Lucas'
Lucas'
basement.
It's all at my
Lucas' mom's
basement.
basement.
That's right, Luca's mom's basement.
Well, what about my dad's basement?
Oh, yeah, whatever.
How about-
it's a shared house?
Well, how did it all form? How did the band form?
Tell
well,
the variant story.
How
Tell the variant
Blood
story.
Wolf Moo me come.
Okay. We were at a Raconteurs concert. Raconteurs is Jack White's super group.
Yeah.
And I just he had just graduated high
Yeah.
school. Like I was like we knew each other in high school, but like I was in university doing my own shit. And
Right.
once he graduated, I was like, "You want to start a band?"
And I was like, yeah, I've been asking.
"Finally." He's like, "Finally, man." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Were
the
you
dr-
actually? You were hitting them up for a while?
Yeah.
Well,
I was
we were
I was
jamming.
like, let's jam.
We were
And
jamming.
he's like,
in high
my basement
school,
flooded, and I was like, oh,
Shit.
yeah.
Shit.
So
We were jamming throughout high school. We would do talent shows, but I was playing drums at the time. He was playing bass, and we had another
Well,
buddy
drums.
of ours
Well,
playing
yeah.
guitar.
you play bass. You play bass sometimes. We get Mish Harnish. So.
Oh yeah,
Fill in and
but
stuff?
yeah, that's right. We got our teacher to play drums because no one could play drums at our school, man.
Well, I just nobody really wanted to, right?
You were
No,
in.
no,
you
it's
were
hard.
in.
No one
It's
could
hard.
play
That's the
fucking
thing.
drums at our
Everybody
school.
plays
I'm not-
guitar. Nobody plays drums.
No, yeah, exactly.
I
Except
play,
for you,
I play drums
motherfucker.
and I sing.
Except for you.
And I
Except,
fucking
yeah,
So we
sing.
would do
'cause
like
Devin's the
Avenged
best.
Sevenfold, Slipknot covers to the crowd. We were like, "What the fuck are these songs?"
Oh yeah, Slipknot's funny. Yeah, they're like, what?
Pantera. We did Walk.
Oh, yeah, we did walk.
System was down.
Yeah, walks. Yeah, system.
We got, but yeah, so we knew each other since high school. I was
Right.
grade 12, he was grade 10, and eventually once he graduated, I said 2 years later, I said, "Yeah, let's finally start a band, start writing some stuff." And I had already met him at the Tea Party concert I had
Yeah.
mentioned. I met him like 3 months or a couple months before we
Yeah.
decided to finally start.
Yeah.
But before that, we did a practice with one of his friends from
Yeah,
high
one of
school.
my buddies, and then it
didn't really
kind
work
of
out.
fell out. He wasn't like committed,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. And then
like we kind of fell out of touch for a couple of weeks because like I also got busy with school. I was doing
Right.
summer school that year, and then finally, finally,
He's talking about the guy.
Stay committed.
anyways, finally, this guy graduates. Like, yeah, you're coming to university. You're grown up. Let's do the band. And then I got him, and we got together.
did
We
one
had
practice.
already written, I think, 3 songs.
Yeah, we got a
in the
couple
we had wrote
together.
Heart of the Pack. King
no,
of
they
the
were
Road.
just riffs. Like we
And
didn't even
Don't Trust,
title
yeah.
them.
Well, we had
We
had
didn't have
Heart.
the titles. We just had the riffs for Heart,
Heart
King,
Pack.
and Don't Trust. You came in with Ain't No Other, What Loves
Yeah,
You
I'm like,
Well.
I have a song. I
Those
wrote
are
it
the
with
first
Matt
5 songs we
Scalzo.
had.
Yeah, so we probably had about 6 songs when we started
And then
doing
Rum
open
Runner
mics.
and Rum Runner.
Yeah,
Those
Rum
were
Runner,
the
and
6
yeah.
we really
Yeah,
had
so we had
going.
like 6 songs, and then we would do fog open mics at like Monday night at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Green Bean too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we do Green,
Green
Bean
Bean,
at
yeah.
Wednesday night.
University.
Green Bean was awesome. I loved Green Bean. It, like, I mean,
Where was
it's-
Green Bean?
right below the the church across from the university. Right?
Remember the engineering building?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. No, I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
so
about. Yeah, yeah.
in the basement they would do open mics every Wednesday.
Oh, shit.
And yeah, so we did. That was fun. I mean, obviously, like we only played to like what 8 people. Like
Our parents,
yeah.
Our parents.
my
was,
sister, and Lauren.
Hey Lauren.
But it was still fun, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it got us the exposure of playing on a stage.
did.
and
Don't you
the
think
feeling.
that's what it is though? The initial of like getting up on stage and doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to show that you wanna actually play and you want to put in the effort, right? Because
Straight
it's not just a one and done
And
thing
then-
where you form a band and you're just playing these crazy
Yeah.
shows, right? Like you got to start where you got to start. Like if you want to play, you got to go play those shows that you're not going to be playing to 600 people. Like you're going to be playing to
Exactly.
6. You're going to be playing to 10 people, but that's just what makes you better, right?
Exactly.
Right. What would you guys say? Like, I've heard this as like, you need to get up on stage to know if you want to do it. Do you guys agree with that?
I do agree.
Yeah.
Because playing on your own is completely
Way
different than
different.
playing in front of a bunch of people.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many people, and there's a lot of musical groups or artists out there who just play for the purpose of posting YouTube content and Instagram content because they're comfortable in front of their computer playing. But if they go on stage, it's just super awkward. They can't do it, right?
We call them statues,
We call them statues.
right? Yeah, well,
Like, there's no movement.
Damn.
You
There's
gotta,
they
like,
just stand there and-
Yeah, they stand there, and you can be as
Play their
impressive as possible, but a lot of what performing is kind of making it your own. Because
Charisma.
if you're just standing there and you're playing, like it's good, but you're not really watching anything.
Right.
Like you gotta.
The other thing is like at the stage we're at and where we started. Obviously, we don't have like a whole bunch of money coming in where we can invest in a bunch of stuff. So we really gotta. We are the show.
Mhm.
We don't have like a light show.
Right.
A
Like
bit,
a
a little bit.
little bit. He's starting to get
Little
invest
bit.
in lights, but like we don't have a light show where it's like we've got the strobes, got like
I get what you're
crazy
saying, yeah.
pyrotechnics, like
It's really got to
we
be like
saw-
your
Well,
body
yeah,
language.
yeah.
like some artists like they've gone to the point where they can
like millions.
their
of
show
dollars.
is the light show and they're just playing music to
Right.
complement it.
I
right?
get
Exactly. Yeah.
to
Like
lasers.
we
and
want to
stuff.
get to that point where our shows are an experience. Like I think already they kind of are
A little,
in a
it's
way.
getting there. Like,
Like,
we're
starting-
building it, especially with lighting. Like lighting, it's expensive, right? Like a lot of the production, but like little stuff, like you get lights on Amazon. I got like 2 for $60, and
Right.
then
Oh, yeah.
you go to you go to different music stores.
Right.
You get deals. Like you get a couple lights
Like,
for $30.
I've always
and,
had-
and like fog. I love fog machines.
Yeah,
Like,
fog-
I just
How
love
much
fog-
fire is involved?
Oh, we want to get
No
pyro.
fire.
I'm
No
I'm
pyro
pushing
on
fire.
it,
I'm
but-
pushing
But
pyro.
we're gonna
you got to get some fire
we
if
would-
you
we
want
would-
a show.
Exactly.
we would burn down every.
That's the
Every
thing.
bar
Like,
in
there's-
Windsor.
the problem is like
I'm
there's
not seeing
That's
an
their
issue.
problem. That's not
Yeah,
yours.
they shouldn't have asked you to perform.
exactly.
You knew we were going to set the
I
place
think
on fire.
Rammstein did it.
That's the contract.
Once Blood Wolf
That's what
Moon's
you
involved,
signed.
there may be fire involved. So enough.
Right. Like I've always had the idea of like because we're Blood Wolf Moon of having kind of like a white circular projector behind us, which can kind of emulate a moon and can
Yeah.
change colors. It can project like a wolf through it, project
A
images
red
through it.
moon.
Like that,
Yeah.
that shows
'Cause Blood
character of
Wolf,
who we
Blood
are,
Wolf,
and
oh
it
my
can
God.
show character of the song we're playing, right?
Yeah.
So that like we're thinking of stuff for the future, like maybe 2 years from now. I don't know.
them dogs in
Well,
Put the dog in the middle there.
the dog in the middle.
Blood wolf.
And he's whooping.
I should be designing your stage. I don't know what we're doing here.
Let's go.
Yeah, let me and Chase.
I'll
Let
send
me
you a
and Chase-
DM, Chase.
Before your guys' show, just let us get there and we'll be like, all right, you guys go relax.
We'll get you a
before the
neon
show.
sign that says
Honestly,
Blood Wolf
man,
Moon.
Listen, I will cut a circle
love
of
it.
plywood. I'll paint it red.
Perfect.
I'll put a sticker of a wolf in the middle,
One of them
Honestly,
dogs.
man. Let's do it.
Let's
I'm
do it.
down.
and I'll stand in front of the stage with a spray can and a lighter and put some fire in the air.
Hell yeah.
There we go. Bro, that's
Blood Wolf Moon right there.
That would work. That would actually work. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Could you imagine a guy moshing around a guy fucking
With an axe can and a lighter,
My God.
trying to not blow themselves
Could
up.
you imagine?
Just being a fucking issue. being an absolute.
Away from the stage, please.
Yeah, you get a little too close, guys. These guys got to concentrate. Like a guy from London, eh?
Oh yeah, the guy leaning on his piano.
Oh, there was a guy like I had my keyboard right
Oh,
at the front.
fuck
There's a
that
guy
guy.
leaning on my keyboard.
Oh,
while
yeah.
I was playing.
I
this.
would
My buddy
lose
Brendan,
He
though.
was like
shit.
62.
Remember
drunk
Brendan
out
Cole?
of his
Oh, okay.
mind. I was like, okay, man. He sat down on the stage. Will was like, you want
I was just looking at him. I'm like,
Like, can you move?
Hey, bud.
But my buddy Brendan
chilling.
Kelly, he showed up. Remember him from college?
Yeah, I saw
right?
He messaged me the other day.
Fuck yeah, he should come on the podcast. This guy's great to talk to.
Bro.
I love that man.
Bro, he's, I played pool yesterday.
Yeah.
And the only person I was thinking about was him when I was playing the
He
pool,
taught me
'cause
everything I know about billiards.
He taught me everything I knew about pool.
Yeah, he's playing at Richmond.
Yeah.
You know he's good
No,
because
no,
he called
no,
it billiards.
Bro, he's like top 10 in Canada
The
for
guy who
pool.
came out to our show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was
He-
playing up
with
in
the man
Richmond.
bun.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
playing up in Richmond. Yeah.
So he was at the Richmond show.
Yeah.
And he was like my security guy. I'm like,
Yeah.
I love you, bro.
He's a
like,
dope guy. I
Like
like
he
him.
literally saw that the fucking drunk guy
He
was
was
playing the piano.
Well, he was
and he's
about
like,
to lean on
move
it.
along right now. I'm like, that is my guy
it's
right
not
there.
super sturdy, the keyboard.
Because
either.
it's just
you
like
can't
an
lean
X
on
stand.
it.
Like, right,
Yeah.
if you lean on one part of it, you're gonna tip it right over. And he was like just about
It's
to
like
like
a
put his
seesaw, bro.
elbows
Was
on
it while
it.
you were playing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
we were like,
I don't know why
upset,
they
man.
allowed him there.
Well, he's probably a regular.
Yeah, he was there.
There's a
before
bunch-
We got
there's
there.
a-
He
There's
was shouting at women
Yeah.
saying like, act your age, act your age. I'm 62
The man
years old.
owns the bar. Like,
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't, bro.
Oh, he's a
And it
cool
shows.
guy.
exactly.
He's a part of the cool guy club.
And he was sitting on our stage. I remember getting mad at him because we were about to play Phase 3, which is the hardest song we have ever done.
14-minute song.
Yeah,
This is-
and I'm stressed as fuck because I'm like, if I fuck this up, and he's sitting right on my
I
kit,
can see. He's stressed.
and I'm like, buddy, get off the stage right now. You pick a spot and sit there. And he didn't hear me, and then Brendan took him up and sat him down. I'm like, this is London, bro. This is London, baby.
That's pretty cool that he did that, though.
No,
he wanted
yeah.
you to have a good show.
My inner
And he has-
security guard
And
came
not to
out.
mention, he hasn't seen you in how long? He hasn't seen you in how long?
Yeah, I know.
And then he got to do that?
Yeah, I try to make occasional visits, but life gets in the way. He has a full-time job. I have one too. Like,
yeah.
I text him every now and then, like, hey, how are things, man? Like, how's
Yeah.
the wife?
Yeah, that's
Blah, blah,
how it
blah,
is, man.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Oh,
He's
it
a
is?
really good guy, actually.
Yeah.
He's always a solid dude. But it's like, but even for that guy though, to like touch your guys' stuff, it's like, who the fuck are you, bro?
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
Well,
Yeah. It's not cheap.
he was lucky I was
Yeah,
behind
right.
the
So
kid.
that's what I would
bro.
think. Like, I wouldn't like. I couldn't imagine like all the stuff, especially because it's your guys' stuff.
Right.
You're like lugging along, and then this fucking, I don't know, drunk old fuck is
Nah.
leaning.
What
on
I
shit.
mean, that's just that. That's
It
just
is
what
I
it
mean,
is.
that's kind of just
That's
like, yeah, that's
what
the
it is, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Every-
guys know that your territory.
Yeah.
I mean, you're playing in like those bars.
Yeah.
Like, you're bound to have that.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that,
Oh, yeah,
like, is that
100%.
like the worst thing that's ever happened? Like, has someone come up and like try to actually like grab your shit?
Well, there's
The show.
Oh, the villains. The villain show.
No, the other one.
Which one?
What was it, the Ukrainian support show? or
Oh,
something?
No,
guys
nobody.
did
Nobody
that.
happened.
He played my
nothing-
keys, and
okay,
I'm like, I
well,
almost.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
but
yeah, just
we
another
never
drunk
really
guy at
had
the
any
Legion.
Bad
Like-
incidents
Legion,
at our
bro.
shows.
Oh my
Like
Grand
a
Hole,
lot of the time when we play, a lot of time,
drinking at the
Let me get you some water, bud.
a lot of the time when we play, people aren't really going crazy.
No, like
they're
shows
actually,
when
like,
it's all
sitting-
three of us. No, never.
Like they're usually sitting and listening to us for the most part, which is honestly what I like because we're playing music, right? We want you to hear the music, enjoy the music. I'm gonna take these.
Steal.
I'm stealing the
Here,
headphones for now.
Bring it underneath you.
Oh, that's
Sure.
how I sound, eh?
underneath the table.
That would work
There you go.
Devin's sweating, jeez, man.
I know. I have.
The headphones are wet, man. Sweaty ears.
Sweating like a whore in
What are you
church.
doing? You're not even drumming, man.
Not even drumming. Yeah.
He gets hot.
This guy, when he drums on my kit, right? When we rehearse.
He gets into
the
it.
cowbell's falling off, shit's falling apart. He drums so hard, man.
Oh, he goes hard. Yeah.
So
That's how you
hard.
got- that's the only way to drum.
That's a good drummer.
While you're hitting things with sticks.
Here, let's talk
Well-
positive
So-
about him before he comes
Oh,
back
oh.
in.
So we
But
can talk shit when he
then we
comes
can talk
back.
shit when he comes back, of course. That you guys got a good drummer on your hands.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was like
he's
one of
good
my
shit.
favorite drummers I ever
He is.
watched in Windsor.
Oh,
is.
he's good
I
shit.
I honestly can't believe like the shit I make him play sometimes is really intense, and he's singing,
Yeah,
and he's singing.
and he's
yeah.
got a
That
sing.
blows my mind. That's something I could never do.
Right.
Like I do play drums a little bit. I can
Yeah.
never play drums and sing. Every time I play, I sing along with what I'm playing. I'm like, I'm out of breath after 2 minutes. It's like I gotta stop singing.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's
Well,
incredible.
it seems like it's a lot of work.
it is.
Like I couldn't imagine, and plus,
It's physical activity. That
it's
is
physical
right?
activity. Yeah,
We're just doing do like, with the, like
yeah.
we
Well,
got finger.
He's throwing his
exercises.
whole body into hitting,
Exactly.
sing.
Yeah.
But the guy's running a treadmill every show, man.
bro. Pretty much.
You should have seen after the London show. His shirt was black.
Oh,
it was
London- it was
blue,
hot.
It was black by the end of the show.
It was
even me.
twice
It
the
looked like I
degrees-
went swimming, man.
Oh yeah, it was twice as hot as it was outside.
Right.
Inside, it was but it was good.
You good?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
We're good.
But no, like that, like I don't know, man. It's just like Matt was explaining it in a way because like Matt Scalzo started taking his health serious, and then he said once he started taking his health more serious, he felt like he actually had more like energy
It's true.
in his performance
Like-
Oh, yeah.
on stage,
because of
which
my,
I found interesting.
It's true. Like especially with singing, I find like to sound well on stage, you kind of got to eat well. You got to like stay hydrated, obviously.
Yeah.
Chicken
Like-
fingers and French fries.
Yeah,
baby.
you can't be doing chicken fingers and French
Chicken
fries every
potatoes.
day.
That's what you call that. What'd you have? Chicken potatoes. And they're like, wow, you
Contraband potatoes.
Contraband potatoes.
There
Yeah.
you go. Like the days of shows, I honestly don't eat that much. I drink like 4 gallons.
I've heard of
5
that.
gallons
I've heard of
water.
people like they will not eat until after a show because they
Yeah,
don't want to like
we'll
the
go
food
we'll
sit-
go out to Loose Goose usually before.
Yeah,
Shout out.
We'll hit
I don't-
Goose. Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Goose is good.
Shout
we
out.
don't eat that. I don't eat that
But
much.
it's
and
light,
honestly, like
as light as we
I
can.
drink nothing before a show in terms of alcohol. Nothing.
Oh really? Yeah.
Usually nothing because I know if I do, I won't be able to like scream well. I won't be able to sing well.
That's fair.
He's a maniac. He can do anything. Like he can
Yeah.
sing.
I'll be
Devin-
he can be
12
he can be,
beers in.
Devin and
I'll-
I-
and he's singing
It
fine.
improves. Devin and I'll go hard. We,
like-
we will go very
but he's-
hard.
We'll be fucking wasted.
But
A
like,
Legion? Oh no.
he's naturally a good singer.
Yeah.
I am naturally not a good singer. I've had to train my voice to be good.
He's so fucking good,
Bro,
Come on.
but
Don't-
like
I'm not gassing
when we
you up
started,
right now, but-
when we started, I was cringe, man. It was bad. Now I'm like I'm starting to get comfortable with my voice now, like especially in the records. Like the next record that comes out, I think will like be a game changer for my voice at least. And
Do you do anything for that? Like in sense of wanting to get better? Like do you understand what you're doing training wise to get better?
I
Yeah,
train
okay.
at least twice a week. I say some weeks I fall off, but like especially when we have shows coming up and we're recording an album, I'm training for that.
Right.
So like I'll do like voice exercises. Shit
Yeah.
like
Do that one more time.
I can't do it.
motorboat.
I can't do it.
But like there's a lot of exercises to get the pitch right. For me, it's always been the projection. Like my pitch has always been. I've always had a good sense of pitch, but like getting the projection, getting my voice loud.
I can't hear it.
Stuff like vocal fry, where you go down to like something like this. That's a vocal fry.
Right,
very
That
grown.
pushes to a scream. Right?
Right.
And that's something I'm doing that he's not doing. I would like for him to start learning. That'd be
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
interesting. If we
I
got
just
like,
shout. I
if
just
we had-
scream at the
yeah,
top.
this guy's just like
Devin listens to Twist and Shout, so he's not. doing
twist
that.
and shout.
Twist and shout. Ooh. Yeah, that's Beatles. Another Beatles.
and shout.
Yeah, buddy, yeah. But yeah, he
Death
does the
Metal Beatles.
screaming. I do like the melodic kind of singing deal.
And that's the thing. I'm trying
I'm
to
just there.
I'm trying to improve my. Yeah, he's just
Do you
there.
not- do you
And he
not
plays
take any
guitar.
interest in, like, singing or
I
anything?
sing. Oh no,
He's
I've
singing.
started singing.
You
Like
started singing.
on stage. I don't know what it is. Like when it's live, I can. Well, when you're live, I have like just earplugs in.
Yeah.
I can hear my like my head voice so much better, right?
Right.
And for especially when Devin's singing, it's super easy to
He's like me.
to match tones. But when I'm
like
on my own,
harmonize.
like Luca and I did a show alone together, and it was
Oh,
it
that
was
was
kind
fun.
of it was fun. But
At Villains, was it that one?
yeah,
Yeah, you were
yeah,
there,
that
yeah.
one. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was kind of hard for me to think of what pitch I needed to be at because just Devin is kind of my guide. Like no
He's-
offense, Luca.
He's like me. Yeah. He's like how I was a few years ago. Like
Yeah.
singing along with someone who's already really good. It's easy for him. That's how I was. Now I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of comfortable on my own, and that's what I'm trying to put into the new records. I'm trying to become
Right.
more of a singer as well.
You're trying to like just get better and better at it, which is like a good thing to have.
Right.
Though.
Yeah,
It
you gotta
is.
progress.
You don't want to be like a.
You don't want Devin to carry it all the time.
Exactly. This
Well,
guy's
no,
got
he's
a-
drumming,
I can only
right?
carry so
Yeah.
much
This
weight.
guy's got a drum, man.
He's
drumming, right?
Evan loves this shit, dude.
They're gassing me up. They're like, I aspire to be like Luca, and then Luca's like, I aspire to be like Devin. I'm like, okay,
Yeah, man.
come on now. I'm just a guy here.
Fuck me. Hey,
I hate things
you're a
with
guy-
sticks
You're
and
a guy.
scream.
You're a guy with a ghost shirt on. That's what
Thank
you
you.
are.
I'm a
There
guy
you
with
go.
a ghost shirt.
Nah, I love ghosts. But there was actually a time when we started where we were gonna look for a singer. To be honest,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
were.
when we first
we
started.
were
Well,
gonna be.
there's
I'll
two
do
right
backup.
here.
There you
job.
go.
Anytime.
Anytime.
that idea.
Anytime.
But that
But-
was the first intention. Like we had the three of us. We were like, okay, he knows how to sing. It'd be good if he could be like a second singer, and we had a front man to sing. It just we had a good dynamic as a trio.
At the same time, when you have 3 people, it's so much easier to work than when you have like 4, 5, 6 people. Like coordinating everything like between the 3 of us.
I don't know
Like
how
all we
Slipknot
have to
does
do
it.
is like, well, right, but all we have to do is be like Wednesday at 6. All 3 of us are there. It's not like
Yeah.
okay, Wednesday at 6 that one guy's working
We'll get
until
6
8.
other guys.
Yeah,
in.
you got like 3 other guys that you got to worry about, and you're not gonna get a good rehearsal in. But
I
And
guess
plus-
that kind of makes sense. Yeah, now thinking about it.
And plus, we get more money because there's 3 of
Exactly.
us and not 4 of us. So we get more of a cut.
all the
That's a
well, all the
benefit.
money, well,
all the money goes into like
it's
a
a
recording.
Yeah,
and
we go.
I
It
know,
goes
yeah,
into
we
account.
don't
We
see
don't.
much
We don't
money.
spend.
We're not
And
buying-
lights,
Yeah.
yeah. And
Well,
buying
yeah,
lights.
little stuff like little production stuff. That's what's kind of.
I mean, that's what like kind of matters, right?
Yeah, we kind of we
Exactly.
invest back in the band, especially. I'm trying to make the show a lot better. Like I'm always just kind of looking. I love kind
That's
of
a,
The
like,
display of
that's
it
the
all.
thing.
the
Yeah.
display.
think-
Like trying to we're kind of moving into we're playing with tracks like backing tracks and stuff, and you can actually program all the lights to basically complement the music.
Right.
So while you're playing, whether it goes into a breakdown, it goes into a chorus, you can kind of program the lights to be different colors. You can strobe it at a breakdown,
Yep.
or you can just be solid colors, gradual, whatever, right? And like fog machine and stuff. You can just basically click start on your backing track, so everything that's playing along, your light show is going to do the exact same thing.
Right.
Yeah.
it's all
Like,
computer.
kinda cool. Doesn't correct me if I'm wrong, but like doesn't like Meteor do that and stuff? Like,
Meteor
will
has
they-
they have a light show. They've actually done a really nice job. Like they did the whole black curtain behind it. They
I
have the
think that
projector.
looks sick,
It's
dude.
so
Yeah.
sick. And
Yeah,
then they have their own
let's do
lights now. They have I think they do have a fog machine too. So like they're really, that venue is probably as close as like to what Toronto offers, because
Yeah.
Toronto has a lot of those upstairs a lot of those upstairs halls that hold like 150 200 people. But the only thing with Meteor is you have to start at 10.
Yeah,
So-
Because the sushi place
There's
downstairs
is open till 10, so you cannot make any noise until 10 o'clock.
No,
Really?
not even sound
Yeah.
What
check.
is it? Because they own that?
Like they don't own it. It's just
Courtesy.
It's
I guess.
just
the owner.
courtesy,
Yeah, the owner has
That's
courtesy.
fair. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess that's fair. If that's a deal you got, that's a deal you
yeah.
got.
So it's like a 3-band show is probably the max you want to do there.
Yeah, because the last guy's going on at like 1:30. It's bad.
Even 3 is tough. Like 3, you want to like opening 2 bands are only going to get what, half hour, 45 minutes,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
even at that, the last band's going on at 11:30, 12 o'clock.
I'm actually curious about that. When you have multiple bands, is everyone under the impression of like the set times that you have?
Yeah.
Like if it's
Yeah.
a 45-minute set, is it like understood by everybody? Like you're on for 45 minutes, that's it?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
we
We're
we
very
always
vigilant.
we always respect, like, somebody will come up to us and be like, or like the sound guy will come up and be like, okay, one more song, and we'll be like, okay, then we're done.
Okay,
But
14 minutes.
Obviously, yeah. Well, there's
14-minute record
obviously
right now.
there's obviously
That's
there's
the loophole.
limits.
You guys got one more song. Okay,
We're
we're on
prod.
here for another 15 minutes.
but obviously, like sometimes people will go over a little bit. Like you'll give them a half-hour slot and they'll do 45. I mean, it is what it is. What it is. Like it's sometimes just out of your control. But I mean, you can only do so much just organizing it, and just trying to keep everything together. Because like organizing a show, it involves just like kind of getting all 3 or 4 bands on the same page. Like who's bringing what gear,
Right.
like drum kit wise, who's going to be running door. And just like sound guys, there's just kind of a lot of things involved. And sometimes you kind of like, if you're focusing on one thing, sometimes the bands will just play a little bit longer, and you got to hop back and forth. So sometimes there's a little bit of a lack of people, but for the most part, like the bands we're playing with, they're pretty respectful. They usually
By far,
when I set up a show, like I know that like the bands that I'm choosing are going to be respectful to their time. Like,
Right.
if I'm going to give them 45 minutes to an hour, they're going to play 45 minutes to an hour. Now, like if we have a situation where a band is on for a half hour and they play for an hour and a half, that's like you're just not going to play with us again.
Yeah.
Like
We'll just
That's-
never call you
That,
again.
okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Has that ever happened? By the way, you want another beer or water?
Get some water, man.
Absolutely.
That did happen.
My question was like, has that ever like?
It's
has-
happened.
Okay.
it doesn't happen to the
You
extreme.
don't have to. You have to call them
Well,
out.
no,
but-
it hasn't.
Call him out.
It
By name, spell it out.
it doesn't.
I'll
It
give
doesn't
a fuck.
happen all
Do
the
it, Luca.
time.
Call him out.
It's not as extreme
They're
as
holding
an
me
hour
back.
and a half.
Thought you were the manager. Make an executive decision.
But
Call
yeah,
this
most
band
of the
All
time-
I'll say is the show was October 1st, 2022. You know who you are.
buddy.
You know who you are.
I actually forgot that one, but I know it.
What was
it was
the-
someone we never worked with again.
But what was like the issue then? Were they on too long?
Yes.
Oh,
An hour
yeah.
and a half when we gave
Oh,
them
they-
40 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't an hour.
And you're not letting him call him out?
What happens
No,
with that?
no.
Does like, do you guys like talk about it? Like, do you address it at all?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Like,
you can't.
it's-
We got our own show to focus on.
Yeah, 'cause
we don't want to deviate from that. We want to give the audience.
You
the
didn't
best
even like
performance.
slash their tires or anything?
No, well, no, we're not.
Nah, we're not
Paid him a little
dickheads,
less,
We're not
bro.
dicks.
Paying him less.
I mean,
Good.
So
Now call him out live on the podcast.
Can't do that. That's a crime. Anyways,
How's that a crime? Arrest me right now, my guy.
Arrest me, officer.
Police
we
officer.
didn't pay them anything. But no,
He said less, not nothing.
Yeah,
I got
we
you.
gave him money. Just
I
like
got your back.
and that's the thing with like being in a band at Windsor and stuff. Time is very important because if you're on at like midnight,
The
nobody's coming to your
scene
shit.
is shorter here than we found out.
They go to
Well,
bed at
London and Toronto,
10:45.
like, Toronto's
Nobody's coming
different.
out.
Obviously,
of
they're Toronto's a bigger city.
Like,
You
it's
can't
just-
compare to
yeah.
Toronto.
Like,
Windsor
the
and
people
Toronto.
there, the
but
mass
London and
is-
Toronto should be comparable. I think.
Yeah.
They should be about the same. Like the London.
Why do you
scene-
think that?
Well, they're closer in size population. They're closer in mentality. They're closer in. Well,
Geography.
yeah, geography. They're closer in geography.
Geology, rocks.
But like,
Geometry, bro.
Geometry, the shapes almost the same.
chemistry, these atoms.
exactly. It's not like they're down. It's not like their downtown's that much. It's honestly not that much bigger than ours.
Right.
It's honestly
I've heard
just
that.
as much sketch as ours. The venues are about the same, maybe a little.
Where do they
bit
hide their
different.
homeless?
Where do they hide their?
Oh, they
homeless?
ship
That's
them
a
here.
great-
I don't know.
it's a
They
great
put them on
question.
Greyhound buses over to Windsor, and
Yeah.
I have to deal with them.
We know that.
And then we put them on other buses and ship them back.
Thank you.
We keep doing that, and everyone's like, "Yeah, that's fine."
Yeah.
Play hardball.
Everyone's
The gas we're spending on,
On
you
the
just push them
Greyhound.
somewhere else. It's insane.
Oh, buddy.
It is wild.
It's fucked, bro.
It's wild.
But yeah, like,
How do you convince them to get on the bus?
Free food.
You gotta give
Free
them money.
food, yeah,
you,
yeah.
gotta,
Drugs.
you gotta give them $200
There's more
and send them
fatty
back.
here.
I'm just are we giving them a choice, or are we forcing these people onto buses, just sending them away?
I honestly
away.
think it's like these dealings with like the mayors and shit. Like whoever's in charge is going like, I'll give you a couple grand if you give me your homeless. And we'll deal with it. It's controversial, I know. But
Devin is a
We're gonna cut this
politician.
part.
Devin is in
for,
politics
Prime Minister?
in Windsor.
Yep. Vote for me, and I'll put the Greyhound buses back to the truck.
Yeah, you put him right back.
He's not even
Vote-
solve it.
vote
He's like, I'll do it.
DEV. Sorry, Drew.
I'll send them
You're not doing
even
enough.
further. We ain't even gonna see them for months.
Man.
I'm accepting
funny, man.
2 less buses than usual and sending 4 more out.
That would be dope.
We'll have Blood Wolf Moon stickers on my ballots.
There we go.
Vote Devin.
See,
Promotion.
it's not for Prime Minister. It's for the band, really.
Exactly.
He's doing it for the
band.
band.
Promo,
We're
promo
just
for
for
the
money.
band.
Yeah.
Promo.
Imagine like a mayor meeting and then he just drops. By the way, we're gonna be playing.
By the way, the album drops.
The album drops
Highway
next
Driver
week, guys.
Part 2 single
Live
out.
on CBC.
National holiday. I'm putting a national holiday out.
National Constellations Day.
Blood Wolf Moon Day. We ship the homeless back to Toronto.
Time to celebrate.
That's not who we are.
That's not who we.
We
are.
just make music, and that's it.
We
Yeah.
really can't.
No
speak
politics.
much
Sure,
about
the
it, but
music
vote
is
for me
dark.
and then I'll talk about it. But
vote for me and then I'll talk about it.
Listen, we've been kind of rough on the homeless recently, you and I.
have we?
Well,
No, me and him on the podcast.
I just
Okay,
want
on
to
the
say,
bus,
I
yes.
don't think, I think they're good people.
Of course. Yeah.
Of course, they're great.
And
just
I'm
didn't
concerned that we're shipping them so far. Frequently. It's weird. I don't like it.
It is.
It doesn't. It feels wrong. It just feels wrong. You can't just put these people on buses and send them 2 hours away and be like, problem solved.
Of course. No. It doesn't work.
But then New York's doing it to us.
Yeah, New York is doing.
They
it
don't
to
need
us.
passports to ship the homeless across.
What?
They are literally putting the homeless on buses and putting them in Quebec.
Wow.
Oh, that's cool.
Pardon
Oh
me.
no, it
Tap
hasn't
that.
changed Quebec at all. It looks better now,
Oh my
personally.
God.
The New York homeless have class.
Quebec is thriving.
Oh man, Montreal.
That was fun.
Yeah, there was like a crackhead park. It was cool.
You guys both went to Montreal?
Yeah, we went
Last
to go
year.
see a band
Rammstein?
called Rammstein.
Oh shit!
It was
Nice.
German metal.
Rammstein. Rammstein. Oh,
Yeah, we're white.
Absolutely
I'm thinking of the
incredible.
name.
Yeah.
What about like going to see those bands? Like, do you guys ever go do stuff like that? Like, go see bands together? Does that do something for you guys?
We did it.
Oh yeah.
We see everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Luke,
do you
Luke and I go.
actually?
Yeah, we go to all the
They
concerts.
often
together.
don't invite me,
Yeah.
but we went to Vola, Hamtramck.
I invite him, bro. He's like, I don't know.
I'm like, I don't know
this song.
about German metal, but you know, it's okay. Rammstein, not my deal. But we
We-
went and saw Vola. I never heard of it. Are they
Okay,
Swedish?
They're a Danish progressive rock band.
Sorry.
Absolutely incredible. They're
They're
like really
freaking good.
pushing the ground for modern progressive metal.
Yeah.
Vola, they fantastic. They
Mhm.
played a small venue. It's their first time in North America, and it's absolutely
So,
incredible.
We drove up to Hamtramck.
Ham
Trail.
Ham Trail.
We get
Listen,
to the,
there's
we
a
get-
story about this.
we
I'm
get to
telling
the
you right
bo-
now.
I don't
we
know
get to
how
the-
you didn't
We
get
get to
pulled
the
in.
border, The guy's
driving.
Like, where are you going? Yeah, Devin's driving. Devin's like,
I'm nervous.
he looks at me. He's like, where are we going?
You
I'm
wanted
like,
to be a
"We're
customs officer, and you're nervous at the
when you're
customs.
being asked on the other end of it, it's like, where are you going? I'm like, I don't know. I'm going with these two dudes. They said
Ham trail.
and then
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, we're going to Hamtramck.
Yeah,
and I
Devin's
heard
like-
Ham Trail, so I'm like, Ham Trail.
The guy's like, you're going where?
Yeah, he's like, where are you going? I'm like, Ham Trail.
He's like, what?
And he said it again.
And neither of you were like, no, he
And they're
means.
giggling in the back.
I'm trying not to laugh. I'm like, sir, it's actually Hamtramck. He doesn't know how to speak.
I'm like,
saying
we're
to
going,
myself.
we're going to see a Danish band called Vola. And he's like, what the fuck that is?
That's the thing.
He was in country.
That's the thing. We see bands that everyone's like, who?
Oh
Who
yeah.
the fuck?
Well, we just got
yeah.
we just got pulled in at customs on Wednesday
Because they
So-
didn't believe you.
Well, no.
Yeah, no.
You made that up.
Never heard of a Charlie Puth.
Because my car is purple, green, and blue, and white. So they were pulling everybody in on Wednesday. Like usually going across on the tunnel on a Wednesday night usually just takes like 15, 20 minutes. But we were backed up halfway through the tunnel, and it took us like an hour to get through.
Yeah.
And so like we're going through, they're walking dogs around cars and stuff.
shit.
And so we pull up, and the guy writes a note, and sure enough, like everyone was getting pulled into customs. It was like every single car was just lined up, pulled in. So there just must have been something going on, right? And so
Something going
they were
on.
hassling me because like I had speakers in the back that weren't turning on, like big subwoofers. So they thought something was going on with my car, like. And I'm.
What'd you be like? I just didn't.
Well,
come
no,
up
I
like
would.
that.
No, I was just like I had a bad ground. Like I stripped one of the bolts in the amp, so I'm like trying to explain to him like this literally happened last week, like. And so they put the dog in my trunk to try and smell around it, and like for like 20 minutes, and we're trying to get to a concert, so like 20 minutes, we're already late. They're just searching the car, and then finally like they let us go. But it was trippy, man. They make you feel like you're a criminal.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Last year, or 2 years, I can't remember now. I was working on the Ambassador Bridge, replacing the road, and there was one day where we couldn't use the regular off ramp. Like I had to go through customs.
Right.
But for some reason, no one thought to mention that to customs, that the guys have been working on the bridge for a year were going to come through.
Yep.
And they're like, so what you do in the States today? I'm like, I didn't go. I was just on the bridge. I didn't go to the States. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
I was working on the bridge.
I was like, I'm up there every single day.
Yeah.
Like, do you have like your passports or your IDs? I'm like, no, man.
No, I'm working.
I work
9
here.
to
I don't know
5,
what to
bro.
tell you, man. And then like it was a whole like they had to call my boss and the guy who owned the company and the guy who ran the bridge. And I'm like, I'm going to be coming through here like 6 times today.
Man.
Is there any way I
can't
get like a
imagine
notepad?
your work shift. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna pull you in a secondary, buddy.
What do you mean you don't have your passport? You just came through over the border.
I don't know, man. I just work here.
Buddy, I work here. I'm here every day. I'm here longer than you are. Yeah, so that was stressful.
Yeah, it was.
I can imagine.
Yeah, border. Yeah, they're not easy. Like,
They never make it easy. though.
No.
They
we
never
didn't,
make it
we
easy.
didn't have a good relationship
The-
after the bomb threat.
Uh,
Yeah. Yeah,
Wait,
I
you
remember
guys did
that.
the bomb threat or just?
Oh, okay. So there was
Oh,
this
yeah,
there was
that
this
was
van coming over the border, and like
Okay.
they saw there was explosives inside, so they pulled him over, like just out in front of our work area, like he's like pretty fucking close. Like I could see the
Okay.
guys in the van, and so they had us all come off the bridge in case it was a bomb. So we're all just standing way closer than we would have if we were on the bridge.
Yep.
Like I am like from here to like the front of Jake's house. We're just looking at this van like, hope there's not a bomb in
I
there.
hope it doesn't blow
Oh,
up.
there's not a bomb.
Because like we haven't
damn.
we were told we can't go home, so we can't leave that area. We can't go back up on the bridge. We're just trapped staring at the bomb van. So eventually, you know, the guy, the cop in charge, and the border security are like, you guys should leave. You know, we're about to send in the EOD team,
Yep.
the bomb squad.
Yep.
See the guy suiting up with the whole thing. And my boss goes, okay, lock up. So I'm going to close like the garbage bin and shit. I flip open the lid. It slips. Huge sound because it was an empty bin. It sounded like a massive bang. And I'm just
Everyone's
standing there
ducking
like,
their heads.
and like the bomb guys like spun around real fast. And I'd be like, I am so sorry.
Dude, that's insane.
I am so sorry.
that's nuts, man. That's
The guy, the cop in charge, was not happy. My boss looked at me because it was like my 3rd week.
not even gonna get through.
Did you do that on purpose? If you did it on purpose, it was funny, but I have to be mad. I didn't do it on purpose. I'm sorry.
It was an accident.
It was an accident.
Sorry, boss.
The bomb guys, like, one of them, like, put his hands on his knees and looking at the ground. Like,
He's
he
like,
thought
"This
he
is
was
it."
dead. He thought he was
I'm
dying.
not seeing my kids tonight, man. Thanks to Chase.
What's that movie? Hurt
And
Locker?
we got kicked. We got kicked out.
You know what movie I'm talking about? The bomb
It was
guy?
Hurt Locker. Yeah.
It's Hurt Locker.
Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, that movie was wild.
Good. Yeah.
I also think like you were talking about the bomb squad. That's a crazy living. Like that's
Oh,
a
yeah.
It is.
Imagine that,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Every
you gotta
call
go
you're
in
going
and,
to, it's
like,
this could be
unbelievable.
it.
See if you might die.
yeah.
Just the red wire. Cut
the
it.
dice. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
They're all red.
Yeah, but they're getting paid. They're getting paid.
They're getting paid, but it's like they're just like
That's a different amount of stress.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
don't
So
even
they
know-
weren't happy when I made a
What's
loud
like the
ass bang
suit?
outside.
That suit though that they wear. What is that like to contain their body together? Like what the fuck does that do?
You probably just get
Well,
blown
okay,
back.
it's ballistic fibers, so like the shrapnel doesn't kill them immediately.
Yeah,
And it's
You
also
just die slower.
Yeah, sort of, and it's also dense enough that like the initial blast sometimes won't get through.
right.
Yeah, but they got like fans in there and shit, so you don't die of heat stroke because it's thick as fuck.
Yeah.
You get
That-
AC.
Isn't
Yeah.
there Kevlar in there or no?
Oh, there's Kevlar. That is like probably lined.
What's in a? Can we find that out? What's in a bomb suit?
Caviar.
That out.
It's probably Kevlar on the outside and, the
caviar.
inside, so it doesn't like crush your internal organs.
Mm-hmm.
And then the inside's probably just like gel,
Nice.
ballistic gel.
They should have like races when they're in there. Like,
Oh,
just do like
they
a
cannot
foot
go
race.
fast.
Just do a 5K.
It look like Teletubbies, bro.
Rigid ballistic pant. Oh wait, that's just like what the outside looks like.
the main materials.
Yeah,
found.
Kevlar. Other armored fibers are
Crotchless trousers.
You need
That's our
those.
new
You need
single coming
you need
out.
those, Devin. You need crotchless trousers.
That's insane.
We need a groin
provides
cup too.
protection against shockwave, shrapnel, impact, heat, and fire.
Yeah. That's insane. I still think it's insane. What would you call those guys? Like the
EOD.
how much is
EOD.
EO? Can we find that out? How much is it fucking EOD?
In
That's
Canada,
Yes.
In Canada, yeah.
Not much.
you know, $1.50.
I'm just curious now.
Minimum wage.
I'm fucked, dude.
That's in the U.S.
I make more than the bomb
I think we
squad.
all collectively make more than the bomb squad. What, 6
You can die for $26 an hour.
Well, it's in the States, right?
Oh,
No,
So
I think
that's
we
like
searched
5
up
times
Canada.
the minimum wage.
Did we search up Canada?
oh yeah.
What's the one in Canada? Let's find that out.
Oh my. It's still $26 an hour
Yeah.
to disarm bombs.
That's ridiculous, man.
Oh my god. Thank God we don't live in that hellhole, right, guys?
21.
21, that's worse.
That's significant. They make.
I still make more than the
That's
bomb
a
squad,
waiter's
bro.
job, bro. That's a server job.
It's
Oh my
less.
God, that's for the Oxford Dictionary workers.
Oh, okay.
No, those
Oh.
What are
words.
they actually called?
Bomb squad.
Bomb squad,
I
probably.
guess.
Yeah.
EOD,
I see
I think-
Oxford
Gotta be
Dictionary.
bomb.
EOD's
They
probably
gotta be balling.
military.
Yeah.
This better be a high number, baby.
Better be.
What are the guesses?
Respect
What
our
are the
bomb
guesses,
workers.
Devin? What do you?
30 bucks. 54,
All right, that's good.
not bad.
That's still.
Oh, it's
Randy,
that's salary. That's
54.
salary. That's 54,000
Oh my
a year.
God.
Oh, that's a year?
So it's still 26. I'd say that's 26 an hour.
But how many times are you disarming a bomb? That's the other thing.
2
If
times
you're
a
making
year.
54,000 a year,
guess
how
it.
many times in Canada are you disarming bombs?
How many bomb threats are there
Well,
a
there's
year?
7,000 of them in Canada.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Of all time?
No, that's.
Well, you got to think it's probably not often. But you get in that call and you're like, I don't
Yeah,
know
if
this
you're
is
on call,
26
yeah.
bucks an hour.
I don't know, man.
You're taking the risk.
Can you imagine getting that call? Like,
What's your
on call.
side job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you can't make your living, you ain't living off $54,000 a year.
No.
No.
So, like, what are you doing in the meantime?
True.
Like, are you
Yeah.
just you a tool and die guy and you get the call?
Yeah,
It's
but
like,
if
I got to go to summer
What's
bomb
the
at a
sitch?
if you
preschool.
make an extra 70 on top of that,
There's
Say that
a
again.
fucking bomb.
Say that again. What did you say?
if you can make an extra 70 on top of that working full time, you're just on call all the time.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
You're the bomb guy. Can you imagine you get that, like, come to
Call-
the
like a-
office and then
I got a call in sick today. There's a bomb.
I feel like you.
Too bad.
I gotta
got
save
the flu.
Canada.
You can get excuse from work for the day. It's like I got to go to summer bomb, boss.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
stuff
I-
going on in Sarnia.
Have you guys ever seen The Hurt Locker? You know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? That movie?
Pretty good.
I've heard
Where
of it.
he
I haven't
did,
seen it.
have you ever
Is
seen
it from like
Never
it was like
seen it.
2012, right?
It's
Yeah.
like 2012, yeah,
Yeah.
man. It's like there's
Captain
one,
America's in it.
yeah, there's like one scene in it too where he takes off the suit. Remember, he's like, "Get this off me! I need it! I need."
That's like the whole movie. He takes
Yeah.
the suit off every bomb.
And everyone's
Every
like,
single bomb,
why
he's
are
like, I don't need it.
he goes, I don't need
Like
the
a
suit.
gangster.
They dress him up in it every time. As soon as he gets close, he's like, get this off me.
Well, yeah,
Because they're paying
I
the
don't need
actors
that.
too much. They got to show every bit of them, right? So
Yeah, and also he goes, I can't work in this. It's too I got to get in the trunk of this car. I can't wear a bomb suit.
Yeah.
Just strips it down. Goes in there with a pair of pliers.
Goes in there with snip. He goes, it's okay. It's either one of these wires, and just cuts it. And just hopes for the best. I mean, I guess like
Yeah.
if you're working on it, you don't want to go slowly.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if that's the case.
Like the car bomb, when it was a car bomb, and it's like wired through the whole car.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he's just got a crowd watching. There's like a crowd of people from the embassy and his boss.
Bro.
Just watch from a distance. Like,
Do you
he
remember,
got it?
Do you remember the one scene with the guy?
With the guy.
With the guy?
Oh, with the vest.
guy.
He's wearing the vest. And it's like this whole scene is like the guy's wearing the vest. And he's like trying to help him out. He's trying to cut the locks off to get the vest off of him.
Mm-hmm.
And at the point he realizes like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to save this man. He's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's a crazy scene.
I'll have to
And
watch it.
It's such a fucking good
Yeah.
movie, man. Like, give it a shot.
The guy's crying
They're
like,
gonna
don't
have
let
it
me
on-
die.
They're gonna have it on like Stars, where it's just like every other streaming services, and then you gotta subscribe to fucking Stars.
or
Yeah.
Crave.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would suck. It's like Amazon that did that, where they
So
have pretty
annoying.
much every fucking movie, but you
Yeah.
have to either like they'll have certain ones, but then they're like, you gotta rent
Yeah.
it. You gotta rent
No,
this.
yeah,
one.
rent or buy.
Yeah,
Or,
that's
or like Crave. I was like, I want to watch National Lampoon's Vacation. Yeah, they only have it in
one?
French.
really.
They have all of them, but
La
only in French. You have to,
vacation.
yeah. you have to spend like $10
Keep it
extra
to
dollars
yourself.
for
Yeah.
English.
Do you guys
to
think that
yourself.
would happen with like that's interesting? You know how certain things will be on like Netflix or like Amazon Prime, Crave.
Yep.
Do you think that will happen with music?
It's already
Like,
started.
Well, it started.
You think it's out? Actually,
Spotify.
Well, Spotify,
Yeah, Apple
YouTube,
Music's already
Apple,
started.
Deezer,
I guess
SoundCloud.
I've more seen it with like podcasts, but I was saying like individual artists. I would say like, what about if they were like, okay, you can only get Drake on Spotify, like Drake's not
It
on
would-
Apple Music.
I think it's
well,
gonna happen.
you
You think so?
You
Yeah,
can
I
only
think
get
so.
Rogan on Spotify.
yeah, but that's podcasts. I'm just
That's
saying
true,
like
yeah.
I'm actually saying
Oh,
like,
you're talking about music.
musicians.
I
think so.
I think some musicians only they only post their music to their website sometimes now.
Oh yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
now. I
The
didn't even think about
the
that.
reason they do that though is because Spotify criminally underpays.
Yeah, like
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's like
there's a huge
point-
controversy.
It's like 0.1 cent.
you get like 10 cents per every million stream.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
What?
It's,
Yeah, we don't
you
get
know,
paid
You
for
make
it.
nothing, man.
No,
No.
neither
you
do
get
we.
nothing.
Neither do we. It's bullshit.
No, you
I
just,
listen to you guys all the time though.
Yeah.
you got to do it
Thanks,
because you
guys.
like it.
Top 200.
but
Top
it-
200
it
for
would de-
podcasts.
I don't know
It-
what you're
it
talking.
would
I'm here
definitely
for the
happen.
money. I don't know what the fuck we're here for the money. Obviously.
All of it.
All of it. We've not
No,
made a dime.
I've not made a cent yet.
I've gotten a cake out of it.
Yeah, we got
good.
bread that one
I
time.
got bread that one time.
Bread from Brenner?
I-
Bredner?
Jesus, Devin.
Sorry.
Listen, this has been
I love
good,
you, Brenner.
everyone. Let's.
No, man, we had a guest bring us a cake.
I think it'll happen though, like what we were saying.
What I'm
Like,
saying,
Yeah.
especially like if physical copies of music goes under,
yeah.
I could see someone like Drake partnering, let's say, with Apple Music, and then monthly, like right now, what is it, like $14 a month for a family plan
Yeah.
for Spotify? It could go
Oh.
up to like $100 a month.
Yeah,
Just like
they
that.
used to get more.
You
want to
listen to you want to listen to me? You got to pay $100
Well,
a month.
do you
for
remember
Apple.
that one time we were talking about Netflix, where it was like, you can get like different levels of subscriptions.
Yeah.
So
Right.
it's like you have like what the regular, like I don't know what you want to call it. Like it'd be like a
There's like
bronze,
3 screens.
silver,
you get
gold.
3 or 4
Yeah.
screens,
Right.
right?
That's weird, right? That's
Yeah.
weird because they're like, oh well, now you can have ads on it, and it's like, well,
$5 a month to watch ads. You can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
You can go fuck yourself.
Well,
and
even
it's only
YouTube-
limited
YouTube's
things.
ridiculous now.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
many
it
ads
is.
they have on YouTube?
and they're getting rid of ad blockers.
You watch a 10-minute video and you have like 16 ads.
well, it's like you got the
I've-
ads from YouTube, and then you have the ads from, like the actual creators
paid
themselves,
sponsors,
which
yeah.
I understand because it's like it's helping their
Right.
own creators
actual
against
person.
that.
Yeah.
But it's
It's not-
almost like not worth getting the YouTube Premium.
no.
I got it because someone we both know called
Alex.
me broke on my own podcast. He called me broke on my own podcast for not having YouTube Premium.
No.
Alex,
Alex called you broke. And
First
you're
time
his
ever
friend.
on.
You went
You-
to St. Jules together, bro.
We were day ones in this shit.
and he called you straight up
called me broke alive on air
That's disrespectful.
because there was an ad on a YouTube video. He goes, "You don't have YouTube Premium for your podcast?" I almost spit at him.
recording. We were recording. We left
And you
it
bought
in.
it?
Yeah, I got it.
And then we were done. He goes, I have to buy it.
And honestly, it was worth it because I was sick of those ads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
so
Those
bad.
ads.
man.
Sometimes they go like, oh, 3 of 3, or like 1 of 3. It's like,
Yeah.
fuck, man.
Go
That's a whole
fuck
video.
yourself. Like
Yeah.
I have to watch YouTube because I can't consume food without it.
That's true.
I can't.
I saw those memes where it's like, oh, he is sentenced to 3 meals without YouTube, and he's like, no.
I'd rather be killed.
You can't keep getting away with
Getting away with it. I'm tired of cooking meals and then letting them get cold while I try and find a video.
Yeah, no, that's I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. I think because the way they do it now is like with like Crave and all that, like where you can bro. The reason I only got Crave was because I wanted to watch The Sopranos, and then they ended up having like good shit on there. Like I like Reno 911.
Yeah, it's
I
all
like
good
stuff
stuff.
like that.
They got all
Yeah.
the HBO stuff, I think.
The
right?
HBO, yeah,
This
that's what they
partner.
are. That's the HBO shit. They call that now. I think HBO Max is just in fucking the States, right? Or
I
like,
think so.
Yeah.
yeah.
Thank goodness.
But they have all that, which is insane because, I mean, I guess like you could kind of say you've seen it coming, especially when
Oh, yeah.
Netflix was like making their own shit, and then they're like, "Well,
Oh,
listen,
yeah.
you can't just be making your own shit now.
You can't do both.
You can't. They're like, you can't do both. You can't have like HBO top shows and then being like, well, we're gonna make our own shit at the same time. But now everyone's doing it, right?
Yeah, it's
Now
all
it's like
over the
because like they
place.
have the Paramount Plus.
Yep.
There's so many now, but there's even like
ridiculous.
low like.
Hulu Plus or whatever.
Hulu, they have like all those, which is like insane to me. It's insane that like all those, I don't know, that they all this like came about like so fast too.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be the future too, even for sports. I would say.
Oh, damn.
Even for news, I would say. CBC, Fox, all this shit's gonna go under because live streaming is a thing now.
Yeah.
Right? Twitch.
Yeah.
You want to see the news? It's live at 7 on Twitch.
Do you
live
thi-
on 7 on YouTube? I don't know.
Like-
why not?
I'm gonna ask you guys a question. We talked about that. You know what I'm gonna ask too, the news thing. Like, how many people do you think watch news?
I
Well,
never
people-
watch the news.
Okay, yeah,
0
but just
minutes a day.
Guess a
read the
number. Guess a number though. Like, how many people do you think?
I think most people do.
There's
Okay,
still
how many
a lot
people?
of
Just
Like
do you remember the number?
worldwide population.
Give
Canadian
an age
population?
range.
No, literally.
65 and over, they're
Listen,
probably
listen,
watching.
listen.
the
Let
news.
me be more specific. I got it. Fox News, the most popular news network on air. How many people do you think watch it every night?
I'd say at least half the world.
Half the world.
Okay,
man.
ready?
Half
Hold
the
on. We're gonna
world.
search it. We're gonna search it.
Argentina's
I don't
watching
know.
fucking
We're-
Fox.
See, I don't
Alright.
watch the news, so I don't know.
Okay, no, hold on. Hold
I
on.
think-
Take a guess. Take a number. Take
half a
number.
million, half a million,
Yeah.
Half
A night?
I'll join well on
a
this.
night,
night.
half a million,
Worldwide?
Half a mil. Okay.
half a mil a night.
Okay. Pull it up now. Go ahead. Search it up.
This is the most profitable and viewed news network.
Whoa! What the
That's
fuck?
it, eh?
Did it move
1.4.
up?
Okay.
CNN had 500. Yeah, half a million. Yeah.
That's crazy.
This is what per night?
This is per night.
Oh, I thought you were saying like.
But like,
Who's streaming this
Still.
shit?
bro, did we not search it off that long?
And it was
ago?
so much lower.
Okay, when we searched it up, I swear to God, we did it on a where it was just me and him. It was a podcast, and we're like, "Oh, how many people you think? And everyone in this room could have vouched that was in that. It said 320,000 people
Yeah.
watch the news. So I don't even know why it going up now. Do you think it's because like near like people are running for? Yeah,
yeah.
that's probably what it is.
But it's
Yeah.
just
Because people are now running for.
Oh yeah, it
president.
paying
ramps
attention.
up. It ramps
I
up,
didn't-
and everyone becomes a politician.
I honestly thought I was gonna get the 320,000 number, but I guess I was wrong. It was like 1.4 mil or whatever now.
Yeah,
But
next
it must-
year's gonna be fun.
But how many people live in America?
That's the thing.
336 mil, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
at least.
Yeah.
And a lot of Canadian dudes watch Fox too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like 1.4 million, 1.4 million a night. I mean, it's still not. I'm sure it used to be a lot more.
Yeah.
Like before social media and before
but
like Twitter and all
what
that
the
stuff.
point he was trying to get at is there's fucking Twitch streamers that are pulling in more than that.
Exactly.
Well, there's
Oh,
podcasts.
all day.
Yeah.
Podcasts.
Well, it's more
like-
interesting. Like you're actually listening to real people and not like robots talking off a teleprompter.
Reading the
right?
fucking script that
I
every
know.
other news station.
But that's what I'm trying to say is like these guys who read for CBC and whatnot, they could easily be doing it on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube could partner with them, and like cable's done obviously.
Well, even
Satellite's gonna be
Tucker.
done soon.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
streaming
Tucker, bro. Like he
Yep.
fucking has his own
Carlson.
show on
Yeah.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Twitcher?
What the
Twitcher?
Yeah.
Twitch.
Twitter?
Did I say Twitcher? Twitter. I meant
Twitcher and Twit.
But you know what I mean? Like that's
You're a
insane.
twat, Devin.
Like this guy
You're a
got
twat.
fired from Fox. Got fired from Fox, and then was like, "How can I keep my talk show?"
Why did he get fired again? Did they ever answer that? Why they fired the most
wasn't
viewed?
He always did say like controversial shit.
He did, yeah.
Controversial shit.
But he was fucking rolling in cash.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, he's set.
yeah, like he was running in cash for them. Is what I mean. He was
Right.
the most watched time slot.
Yeah. I don't know why. Why?
Oh, wasn't it right after the lawsuit for all the lies they were spreading, and they got sued, and then they had to pay it off?
Let's just make sure we're right about it. Why
Yeah.
did Tucker Carlson get fired from Fox?
Yeah, it was like It was right after that lawsuit. They paid like almost $700 million to get rid of
Wait, fire who?
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker.
Jake. Saturday night, UFC.
This Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Who is it again?
It's Volk.
Volk and
Volk and Rodriguez, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
That's gonna be a
Who do you
good
think's
fight.
winning that one?
Volk.
Volk. That's gonna be a good.
Volk's a
fight.
problem.
He is. But that's a good card. Even the undercard's nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is nice too. Yeah, you're right.
Like it's gonna be a banger.
I just want to see what he got fired for.
They're just parting ways. Show occurred preceding.
I think
Friday,
it was
which
what
I
Chase said,
eating
though.
pizza with Pennsylvania delivery man Tyler Moore.
Yeah, they said it was mutual. And then
It's because he was eating Antoninos.
fuck Antonino. No, I'm kidding. They're
pizza
great.
or nothing.
Went to pizza. Nothing. Is that Bokus signs for the first time since his departure?
Get it out of there. Sorry.
Video Twitter did not directly address his reporting firing. Oh, they say he's not even addressing it himself. Like
No.
why he got fired. Okay.
Probably because he signed a bunch of NDAs
Yeah.
for a big payout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was things about January 6th he was saying.
Yeah.
And then during the pandemic, certain things he said. There was a huge ass lawsuit. Oh my God, it was the voting machine guys. Because for the election fraud, the company Dominion Voting sued Fox News because they were saying that like the voting machines were hacked by Russia or they were owned by Russia.
Yes. Okay.
So Dominion Voting sued them, and then like because they didn't want to go into court and being broadcasted on national news, 2 hours before the deadline, Fox News paid them $750 million to make it go away
Yep.
because they didn't want their newscasters on air.
Okay.
And because they knew that was going to keep happening because of all the shit Fox News, like Tucker Carlson was saying, they let him go. On the same day that CNN got rid of Don Lemon.
Yeah.
For totally different things.
reasons.
Yeah.
Different
Don Lemon
reasons.
was a piece of shit. So
I mean, anybody who's reporting on the news is a piece of shit.
yeah, but I think he was like
it's very
sexually
geared.
assaulting people.
Yeah.
Oh well,
I think
okay.
it was like
That's a little bit different.
There was like
That's
people-
ultimate POS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's up there.
It's up
You're,
there.
if you're spreading the propaganda willingly, like we do it for jokes.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah, it's
You know,
funny. It's funny,
fucking
but
funny.
I spread my propaganda. It's different.
honestly,
Exactly.
if you don't listen or watch the news, it's honestly not real.
It's not.
It's if you pay
It's-
attention to a lot of what the news says and really like just invest your time in that, it's not as real as
It's interesting what you said because I have a guy at work who's invested in CNN.
yeah. And you're not a politician. Like this isn't
Yeah.
your job.
Yeah.
And like you're basically taken away from other things that you like to do, and you're just basically wasting time on thinking about what other people are doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, like government and stuff affects us, politics, whoever voting and stuff. But through like, I mean, the majority of the time, if you're spending a lot of your time just sitting and watching like politics and investing in that, like there's a lot of other things you can do.
Right.
But that's my opinion, right? Everyone's got their own thing,
Well-
and everyone's interested in their own thing, and you know what? It's free. Like everything's free.
Yeah.
So you can invest your time in whatever you want. In my opinion, it's a little bit of like for the most of the part, other than like voting for people, it's a little bit of a waste of time during those years that they're in office to really invest in that.
They kill all the good reporters anyway.
Yeah.
They literally kill anyone that says anything worth saying. They're dead.
Yeah.
It's like when you have, especially the guy I'm talking about from work, is
Yep.
like that's all he watches
Yeah,
is from
like-
when he gets home CNN. So it's like one of the things he said was, he says, did you hear what Trump said about like he thinks that Russia had a good reason for invading Ukraine? I'm like, I don't know if he actually said that, like, and my argument was like, did you deliberately hear him say that, or did a news reporter tell you that he
Did
said
you read
that?
the headline?
And like, you know what I mean? And we said it a long time ago. Most people, the way they get their news is they read a headline while they're taking a shit,
And that's it.
and that's it.
That's
No,
it. They don't read it.
truthfully
They don't
though.
read
That's
any
straight up.
truthfully it.
Because when
yeah.
you read the story, it's total bullshit.
Yeah.
Like it's not even about the headline. The headline is just to get you to click on it.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Al Pacino.
Yeah.
He recently
Had a
he's
kid?
83 years old.
Yeah.
Had a kid, and the
He's
whole thing.
live.
The whole thing was the title was him saying he wanted a paternity test which actually that was the
headline. Yeah.
And you actually read it, and it was like that was not true at all.
No,
It actually
not
was
at
like
all.
very well known that it was his kid.
Yeah, and he was happy
and
about
he was very
it.
excited about it.
Yeah.
And they made it to be like, well, he wanted a paternity
Yeah,
test,
dude,
and
it's-
all this stuff, and it was like that wasn't true at all.
It's all about
It's just a
clicks.
click.
That
Yeah,
guy was
clickbait.
confident. He goes, "That's mine."
Say hello
He's
to
bald.
my
This
little
25-year-old is
29, bro.
Oh, she was 29.
He's 83.
Yeah.
Listen, man.
Dude.
He's Al Pacino.
You're firing
man.
live rounds. Listen, dog, at 83,
live.
It's Michael Corleone.
that's fucking
man.
impressive.
It's Italian.
You gonna be mad about the guy? You gonna be mad?
eats that spaghetti
83 is
Eddies.
pulling 29-year-olds. Look, you can't get mad at the fucking guy.
No.
Still firing
He's
live
the-
rounds. What are you gonna do?
He's the Godfather.
What are you gonna do?
He is not the.
No, he's
And
the
then-
son of the Godfather.
The son of the Godfather. I haven't actually watched The Godfather.
My God.
How the fuck dare
watched
you?
Casino.
I haven't either. But
you ever
it's
seen?
okay.
You ever seen Scarface?
Scarface?
I haven't seen Scarface. I
Tony
saw,
Montana.
I saw
You gotta watch
Casino.
Scarface is good.
It's
Um,
good. Honestly,
It's just they're 3 hours,
it's a little
man.
overrated for me.
Is it? Yeah.
I like The Godfather way better.
Godfather's good.
Goodfellas for me is my goat.
Goodfellas. Yes.
I gotta watch it.
Well,
Yes.
you think I'm funny?
You've never
like
seen
a
Goodfellas?
Unbelievable.
It's
Like
just
a
long.
clown?
It's like Lord of the Rings, man. I need to sit down
Lord
and
of the
just.
Rings is the
I need to
goat.
have.
Goodfellas. I love Goodfellas.
I need to have 3 good hours to just sit down and pay attention. To
3?
it.
You need like 5.
Yeah, you need a
You may
lot of
need an
time
extra
to
hour just to
dedicate.
process what
I
you
need,
watch.
to, I need to
Exactly.
take a sick day to watch a movie.
Look how they mess.
Bruh, I needed a whole 2 hours to recover when
I'm not coming.
I'm not feeling good.
I'm halfway to Mordor, man.
Say hello to my little friend.
Bro, I need a full 2 hours once I watch Interstellar. I need a full 2
Oh,
hours.
Dude,
I
that
watched
movie
that for the
fucked with
first
my brain.
time,
I never
3
watched
months
it again.
ago. Unbelievable.
It's our
so
Blown
Yeah.
away.
Interstellar?
Interstellar. Fuck yeah.
Was it Stellar?
Blown away.
It fucks with your brain though. It's kind of like that. Time is like it
Like,
blow that out of the water
I-
because like this is it's
there's
so
a lot of
fucked, bro.
deep physics knowledge in there.
Yeah.
Going on that like
It's accurate. God damn it.
It is, it's so
Except
accurate.
for the fucking
It's
love
hype-
part.
it's-
Yeah.
It's
The
all
love part they added at the end there for the plot. But I get it. I get why
it's
they did
so
that.
hypothetical.
We gotta make you
but
feel
it
good
can
at the
happen
end.
if it was
Feel good
possible.
movie of the
Yeah.
year.
They don't know if that's what happens if you go in a black hole. You probably just die.
Yeah,
But-
like that's what I mean. Like it's so hypothetical. Like hypothetically, that's exactly what would happen.
It's actually just all a bookcase.
Yeah, it's
Like
all
a-
it's
like
just
in
a
the end of
bookcase.
Interstellar.
It ended up being
It's actually just a bookcase, and he's
It's
like,
all-
no.
Who's the big actor in Interstellar?
Matthew
McConaughey.
McConaughey.
Who else?
They had a crazy
Chastain's
cast
in
on
it.
that.
There was someone else in there. Was
Anne
there?
Hathaway's in it.
was
Anne Hathaway, yeah. They had a great.
I forgot that was Anne Hathaway.
Yeah.
Just
I
continue to
did.
realize
I
it
know.
was
Wait,
her.
I know. I get what you're saying. I totally forgot when I was watching. I was like,
Matt-
no shit.
Matt Damon spawned out of nowhere.
Yeah.
in that movie.
Bro, I
That's
always
what I
confuse
was
his
thinking
part
of,
with
Matt
the
Damon.
Martian guy. Because I'm like, well, he gets cryogenically frozen.
Yeah.
Just like in The Martian. And then he comes back out and he's fucking evil. Look how great. So,
Yeah, but in The Martian, he goes, I gotta grow potatoes.
I gotta grow potatoes.
Yeah, I gotta grow
Contraband,
potatoes from my
bruh.
shit.
In Interstellar, he goes, I gotta trick them to come save me and then kill them if they don't.
Watch me water dirt.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was so cool.
Especially that one. Have you seen that movie?
Martian, oh yeah.
Especially that one scene where he just blows up. He's like looking at his fucking thing and just boom. And he just realized everything's destroyed. And he's like, I need to get the fuck out of
Do you
here.
remember?
Yeah.
Do you remember EQAO?
No.
The
test
the
in
testing.
third grade?
Okay, so
Yeah,
what's-
bro, that was
remember
crazy.
what was the literacy
Third,
test? Remember the literacy
sixth.
test
We had
in
to
grade
write an essay.
in grade
Nine.
10? You had to
We
write
had to write an
the
essay?
you had to write the big essay. So
Yeah.
we were the first year that went online. So it was like in October or something. We had to write this test in grade 10, and it was all online. It's usually written, right? Like because they grade it through the Scantron and all that shit. So basically, everybody on the server, the whole server went down because all the public school boards were on the same server. So
Yeah, how did they
everybody
not think
logged
that
in to take the test, and it just shut down. So we ended up watching The Martian for two and a half hours.
They
and
just
it
gave up.
and it got postponed to like 6 months later in March, and we'd had to do it on paper again.
That's insane.
Like
That's
I
so
knew
funny, man.
I knew a person who had to retake that lit test
EQAO, yeah,
3 times.
Lit, yeah, the lit test.
3 times. They had to retake
How many
it.
times do you need, bro?
3! She couldn't figure it out.
Okay.
I got 1 mark above the passing grade, and I'm like,
Holy
you
shit,
go.
man.
it was like 2. You needed 200. I got 205, and it's like each mark was 5 points or
Buddy.
something.
Yeah,
and
something like
my
that.
English teachers is like, I can't read your handwriting. How do you think the testers are gonna read your handwriting? I'm like, well, if they can't fucking read, why are they fucking test or why
Yeah.
are they? Why are
Gotta be
they?
able to read it's a natural font, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
come
I
on.
get that shit, bro. My handwriting's
It's
atrocious.
my
It's
handwriting's
so
Yeah, I
awful.
got
But if you
chicken
can't
scratch.
read, why are you?
Why do you think
Why
I
are you
wanted-
getting the test results?
Why do you think I went into numbers?
Yeah.
Like just numbers.
One,
He is the
two.
calculator.
That's why they decided to give everyone a fucking MacBook. They're like, just do it on the MacBook.
None
Send
of
it
you
through
are
Google
capable of
Docs.
writing.
Send it through Google Docs.
Yeah.
Don't be writing
No
this
one's
shit out.
no.
Teachers used to get mad. I remember at the end of high school, if like you wrote something out, they're like, "The fuck you didn't type this shit up for? Like, what the
I
fuck
know,
is
right?
going on?
Yeah.
Like, start typing this shit up. You know, let's understand what
Yeah.
you're putting down."
Why'd they stop teaching us cursive though? I still.
Well, they
don't
started that again.
They're putting it back
They're
in. I
putting it
heard.
back in.
They're bringing it
Yeah.
back.
So what? They just screwed me, and then we're like, okay,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
out.
Like
Yeah, they
it's
fucked me
stupid.
too.
It's stupid. They're putting it back in when we've already adapted to technology.
Yeah.
So what do we need it for?
I need to sign legal documents. None of my signatures are the
Yeah,
same.
yeah.
My
It's
dad,
all AI.
my
I could get accused of forgery at any time.
dude, that's the thing though. Is my dad used to say that to me because I remember my dad used to be like, because once they stopped teaching us cursive, my dad was like, "Okay, you got to learn your name in cursive though for when you sign documents."
Oh
That's
my
what he used
God.
to tell me. So he would make me sit down and write my name out in cursive
That's
until I
smart,
got
dude.
it. And then when I, like he said, you would start signing. Bro, I get to the point where I'm like, I'll start it, and then I'm like,
Yeah,
you're just wop, wop,
Dude,
wop,
I-
wop,
oh,
wop,
yeah.
wop, wop, wop.
I get to the C.
When I'm signing like timesheets for my like employees and shit, I'll just be like D.
Or when you're
Whip it out.
or when
And
you're
as long as I have that line, they'll know it's
They'll
me.
know it's me.
when you're at American Eagle and they're like, can I get your signature? And you just fucking put a one big line through it and just okay.
What? Why are they?
I don't
getting
do that.
signature?
I have no idea.
What
bro.
are you signing for? You're buying like jeans.
do you find it wild that you need like an email for everywhere you go?
Yeah.
For the purchase.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
just
just
don't-
you never
just don't
look
give
at that
it to 'em.
email.
Why?
I do Bath and
Never
Body
look at
Works.
it.
Don't
Yeah.
give you them your email. What do
They're
you
like, would you like to give us your email?
No.
Nah. Like, listen, I want to buy this. I have the cash for it. Let's make a
Yeah,
transaction.
and then
That's how it's
they
always
ask you for a tip too.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
Do you ever see those memes where it's like, now if you just would look at your screen?
Oh, there's a zero.
I
option.
seen a
Thank
girl that
goodness.
did something. She goes, this is the first time I ever heard it. This was today. She goes, you could either tip or skip. That would be like, she was like, she made it creative instead of just showing you the screen. She's like, you can either tip or skip. Boom. And I was like, that was creative,
Yeah.
miss. There you go.
Yeah.
Zero.
Negative.
That was creative. Good job. Still nothing though.
You did offer the skip suggestion though, so
You shouldn't have told me that one.
you shouldn't have told me that. But yeah, now it's like everywhere. You
It is, bro. Like
And it's
at
like-
Subway, I'm not giving you an extra
You made a
$10.
$10. I could do that. in
Bro,
2
it's,
fucking minutes.
If I wasn't so lazy, I'd make that sandwich my
the
damn self.
guys that
Yeah, exactly.
the guys that own or they created the South Park. They have their
yeah.
own restaurant, and they did the no tip thing where they're like, no, we just pay our employees over
$30
$30 an hour, so they can act. So they're not, hoping that this family tips
Yeah.
a good amount. They're
Well,
like,
yeah.
they pay them an actual living wage.
The States is crazy though, like, with the server wage.
Yeah,
like
that's
when they do
ridiculous.
yeah, it's ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
like having a minimum wage and then
Minimum
having,
wage? What about servers? Less.
Yeah, fuck
half it. Cut it in half
They
and then
get tipped.
a little less.
But that's what makes you feel like you have to tip more, because it's like, oh well, this person should be able to sleep tonight. So you know what I mean?
And it's funny in Canada, like they're making a minimum wage and like we're still tipping on top of it. I mean, obviously, customer service is the worst fucking thing to do.
Yeah.
So like I know like.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do that job. So like I would like, want to tip because like dealing with other people is a pain in the ass.
Especially like you said, it's like with the food. Like when you're dealing with people's food, it becomes different, I think.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. it's
People
a whole
don't like
different
their
ballgame.
shit being fucked with. Like
No,
people like when
if
it comes
there's anything wrong, they're gonna say something.
Yeah,
There's everyone's an
and then
asshole.
it may not even be like, listen, I've had like bad servers and whatnot, but it may not even be their fault. Like let's say that you come out, because it comes out with like a number. So
Yep.
sometimes like if most places are busy, it will be like somebody else that hands you your food, and it'd be like, well, this is not what I ordered.
Yeah.
And then it's like the server gets fucked on top of
Yeah,
it.
because
now.
the buster's coming
Because-
out with the food. and-
Yeah, and it could be no like fault to anybody's own. It could just be like an error somewhere, but it's like that ends up playing an effect, and people like. People get ticked off over the weirdest shit. So
Yeah.
it's like the fact that someone could just like alter it, be like that, like they're pissed
Yeah.
off. Like, all right,
Well, I think if you work in a kitchen too, it kind of changes your perspective. Like I worked at like a country club, and like I wouldn't give people shit for like messing up my order. Like I get it. Like you're busy as hell,
Yeah.
and it sucks being like when someone else is an asshole to you. So if you're an asshole to somebody else, like you're not really making the problem better, right?
Not even that. It's like people. It's also like hard, like where you're trying to like be positive with this person, and like
they're
could
just
be,
being
like,
an ass.
They're being a dick. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I'm always like, I try to be aware of it, like be very like respectful because this
Yeah.
person's just trying to do a
They're
job,
just,
and it's like you're just trying to get in and out.
Yeah,
Like,
and
you
it's a Saturday night or Friday. It's nighttime at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like how many people want to be working right now, right?
Yeah. And so, well, now they're stuck. They're serving you for the entire night. And if you're like a drunk asshole, well, it's like, fuck, it can be hard to keep that
Oh yeah.
same like smile. Like, okay, like I think you're cut off now. And it's like, fuck you. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like drunks are fucking
Exactly.
terrible.
Oh,
to
it's
deal
terrible.
With.
Drunks.
There's people that should not drink. There's definitely people I've met in this life where I'm like, you should not drink, man. Like there's,
Oh yeah.
there's a
Straight
lot
up,
of
bro.
there's a lot of fucking people, man. Like where I'm like,
crazy.
I don't think this is it for you. Because like there's people that will drink and they're like, it seems like they're fine the entire night. Like they're more loving. They like.
Then there's a switch.
But then there's like, you take that one extra shot
Yeah,
and it just becomes
yeah.
like you're sloppy, you're an asshole, you don't have this. Like,
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know.
I've been like told like he's just Jaeger drunk or he's just whiskey drunk. I don't like, what do you mean? Like he's beer drunk? Like to me it's
Shouldn't
just
matter.
like
He's
it shouldn't
sloshed.
matter. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you're wasted, like if you've had 10 beers or you had 6 shots, like you're just getting more fucked up.
Yeah.
Right? Like
But then it's
for
like
some
you don't even remember.
But for some, when you black out, obviously. But
Yeah.
with some people, there's just a switch that flips. Like when you're doing harder alcohol, like for me, it's just like if I'm
chilling. Yeah,
if
either way.
I'm drinking rum and cokes and like I throw in a beer in there, it's just like, okay, like I might not feel good the next morning, but like at least I'm not going to be an asshole to somebody because I had one extra drink. Like
Right.
I turn into a mean drunk. Like I've never really just understood that.
yeah.
But everyone's different too, right?
Everyone's different and you don't maybe understand what that person has like associated with alcohol. That's also another thing.
Everyone, you got
I always,
anxiety and all that.
I always
stuff.
say this story about this kid I knew, and he didn't like drinking out. Like he never drank alcohol, and the way he would want to feel part of the group was like he would get the non-alcoholic beers, which was fine. I never thought a problem with it. One night we were at a bonfire, and the guy swapped out his beer with an alcoholic beer.
Also,
And-
it probably tastes the same.
So well, he took a sip of it and he knew right away. Like I never knew. I never knew they switched it out. Like I had no idea. But they switched it out, and so when he was pissed off about it, I was like, "Why would you guys let him drink a beer?" Because like, the thing is you don't understand with people. Like, what about if his dad maybe wasn't when he drank, he wasn't the best,
Yeah.
and like he associates that, so he's like, "I don't want to do that."
Yeah.
That's what I've always looked at it like. So I remember we were young. You're young, you're trying to figure out like drinking, especially with your friends at such a young age.
yeah.
And they go and do that. It's like, that's not cool. I don't think that's cool. I never thought that was cool. Or like the lacing, like being like, I put pot brownies out. Now let's wait to see where everyone sits. And it's like,
Yeah.
look, man, like there's certain people
Yeah.
that just cannot handle
They can't
that.
handle anything.
They can't handle that.
anything. But yeah, no, you hit it right on the ball.
Yeah.
Like everyone's different, right?
You should leave people to do what they
Yeah.
want and what they're comfortable with, not you being like, well, I think this is a funny prank now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Now you're higher than a kite.
No,
Like,
I think you're just an asshole. And then there's usually people with that too. Like what I've noticed, like, because I knew people who would like lace people with shit. They would never be like apologetic about it. Like
No.
never once.
They
never,
would enjoy it.
They didn't understand why they should apologize.
No.
Which
To
one I
them,
thought
it's a
was
good time.
insane.
because
To
they're
them, it's
so
a good
used
time.
to it. They're used to it, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like,
They're like, oh, he'll be fine.
you'll be fine, bro.
And I'm like, bro, you don't know
they
what
do it
that
every
person-
day, and it's like
Person's having a hard time keeping
Yeah.
it fucking together. Like
Yeah.
you just altered their whole mind,
Yeah.
which they weren't expecting to have this substance in them, and now it's like this. Like you're a fucking asshole, man. I think
Yeah,
it's fucking
straight up,
wild.
bro,
I don't
yeah.
think you should be able to do that.
no.
No, that is illegal. Yeah, you're not allowed to do that.
They should. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's insane. It's insane to do. I've always thought that was wild. I never thought
Yeah.
I would never make someone do something too.
No.
What are you, a fucking pussy?
like
You know what I mean?
real
hate that shit.
We
real
do that
peer
to me all the
pressure
time.
stuff.
Shut up. You're over dramatic.
real peer pressure. That's just weird. When you're actually pressuring somebody, it kind of gets weird. Unless it's like a joke, like when like obviously people joke.
I always made the joke about like bullying too. Like imagine if you were bullied now, like give me your lunch money. Like, bro, are you broke? What the fuck? Are you broke? You imagine bullying this
Just reverse
generation?
psychology them. Yeah.
Like bullying is not what it used to be. Like
Yeah.
especially like
You
when you were
text them.
younger, and like when you were younger,
them.
listening to them, you'd be like, "This is the definition of bully." It's like, bro, that guy would get roasted so hard if that dude was a fucking bully now.
Yeah.
Like it's insane. It's insane to think about. It's wild, but what are you thinking, boys? We should get out of here. Been here for like 2.5 hours
We
now.
should mosey on out.
It's been fun.
Fellas,
Been going.
That was fucking
this has
great.
been one hell of a time.
This
Well,
was
I'm glad
actually
you got to
fun.
see the studio for the first time. I'm
Yeah.
glad I got all you on at the same
Oh,
time.
yeah.
That's
It was
fun.
fun. Devin, you fucking
Sorry,
came
Rain.
out
You didn't get a mic. Lucas stole your
Yeah.
mic.
sitting there being a silly goose. Get it?
Hey Chase, why you laughing, bro?
Why are you laughing, bro? My
it's funny.
podcast.
I'm laughing at you.
Oh, don't challenge me.
But yeah,
But
thanks so much for having us.
yeah, bro.
Thanks for
Fucking
coming.
great. We
Do you
love
guys
coming here.
do you guys want to put anything out there before we log off?
July 20th.
July 20th, Luca and I are ripping a show at Meteor.
we are playing without Devin
We'll play
because
without Devin.
he
I
doesn't want to
quit.
be
I
there.
fucking quit. No, I'm kidding.
No,
What are you
he's
doing, Al?
got Papa Roach.
It's kind of a weird place.
You
Yeah.
want to see
So-
Papa Roach?
Yeah.
We
We
are
are see
pl-
Papa Roach. Yes.
Kinda hard.
Yeah. With Matt Skelton.
So we are playing Meteor with a band from Shanghai, China.
Holy
Shanghaied
shit.
in fucking
Called-
fuck.
What is this,
Called-
July 20th?
Chimera Cult.
July 20th at Meteor, called Chimera Cult.
Not Chimera.
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 Say it like a white guy, Luca. Chimera.
Chimera Cult.
Come on.
And
They're-
me and Will are opening. We're gonna do like when you saw us at Villains.
Yep.
Devin's gonna be a backing track that
Yeah.
night. But we
I'll
got
be a
some,
ghost.
Speaks.
we're gonna get some fun stuff out that night. I think.
Yeah, we're gonna get some.
Those of you who are a
Interesting
fan of the Doom soundtrack,
Yes.
I don't know what
enjoy.
the fuck
Oh,
that
dude.
is.
We're, we're bringing out some Mick
Metal.
Gordon.
McGordon vibes.
Mick Gordon's coming. Yeah.
Isn't that the guy
We got
from
the-
Rolling Stones? No. That's
It's
No,
Mick
Jagger. Mick Jagger. He's
Close.
See,
He's
I'm
still-
not around.
he's
they play
making
their
kids
weird
too,
shit.
eh?
When
They
I'm
play their
around,
weird
I keep them in line. I
Mick
keep them in
Jagger.
check.
Mick Jagger's had a new kid too.
He's still alive.
He's slept with like
He is
fucking
still alive.
6,000 women.
Well,
bro.
yeah, he's probably got a 20-year-old.
Trudeau's mom.
He's like 70 something. 77.
This guy I work with all the time is like, you know why Mick Jagger was banned from the country? He's banging Trudeau's mom.
I didn't even know
Mr.
Mick Jagger had a
Speaker,
kid,
he
bro.
is fucking my
Just
mother.
recently? Just recently, Mick Jagger had a kid?
Yeah, he's like, what is he, 76 or something?
Yeah.
He had a kid.
Fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, they're
We will never be that
Alive
cool.
and-
Those boys are firing live loads still. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
What are you going to...
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Listen.
We got 80 years. Maybe something will happen to us. I don't know.
Let's hope.
Sorry,
we're gonna live forever.
I'll never be as cool
We're
as
gonna-
those guys. You guys might make it.
We're gonna live forever.
I got
Let's
like
hope so.
2, maybe
no.
3 more years in me.
Jeez. No.
3 good years.
Oh, whoa. Oh.
3 good years. All right.
But yeah.
All right.
But
Two
yeah,
more
thanks
we-
so much, boys.
Blood
Yeah.
Wolf
It's
the
Moon.
fucking best.
Listen to us on Spotify, Blood Wolf Moon, Apple Music. If you have Prime Music, listen to us there. Just, I mean,
Gross.
It's on... It's
Spotify and Apple Music. Listen to us.
Or
we got
illegally stream us. That's,
we got
that's cool
Constellations out, which is
Yeah.
our most recent release,
That
which
was-
we haven't played yet, but it's coming.
too. It's coming.
We'll be doing
That's
it.
our-
We'll
Yeah,
be
we'll
doing
do it
Broadway
soon.
one,
And then we got another album later this year.
Yeah.
Or early next year
It's
too.
gonna be coming out in 4
So,
parts,
Yeah.
and
All dogs kill.
we're working on a 5th album.
Yeah, we got
Shut up.
we got
I
a
can't
5th
fucking
one.
say what?
Shut up.
We're working on a 5th already.
You haven't even put the 4th one out.
and we got another EP we're working on.
Oh yeah, we got another EP.
Oh, you guys are in
So
the works.
we're busy.
We have
We are
at
busy.
least another. Okay, so the
Couple
new the
hours.
new album's gonna be 17 tracks.
Yeah.
That's confirmed. We have another at least 9 songs set.
There you go.
We're gonna be
9?
writing some
We're
more.
ripping. We're ripping, dude.
You guys are
That's
great.
so many songs.
You guys are putting out...
And then we're gonna do some singles like we're
Yeah, we're gonna
covered-
we want to
like,
do.
remember
Some,
we
we
covered
wanna,
the weekend.
Yeah, we did
covered more
weekend, Harry Potter. We want to do some more like movie themes and some fun.
Do Rambo.
Rambo, hell yeah.
Do Rambo.
All right.
I was just about to say I would say the Lord of the Rings theme may be in the
Ooh.
works.
Okay, that'd be hard as fuck.
Yeah, I wanted to do Indiana Jones.
Oh,
That'd be a fun
shit.
one too.
Fuck.
Why don't we just do a medley of all the great movie themes? That would be
Do
beautiful.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Do the
Star Wars.
Cabana theme from Star Wars. That's all, folks. It's been a pleasure.
Hell yeah.
Blood Wolf Moon, thanks for coming, everybody.
Thanks so much.
Goodbye.
Just received in our newspaper.
Glad we ended on the Cabana theme.
I knew once you were singing, I'm like, this is it.